Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 10 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 10-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 5 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 5-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 2 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 2-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 1-minute time check, stations.
On the Bobcat Sports Network from Learfield, this is Montana State Bobcat basketball.
Inside, left-hand slam. What was that?
Brought to you by Door Tech, raising the door on quality. Montana State University, mountains and mines. And by Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Live from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth, here's the voice of the Bobcats, Keaton Gillogly.
In the penultimate home game of the season, the Montana State Bobcats are getting ready to honor 4 seniors and 2 guys who have been pillars of this program over the last 4 to 5 seasons. And boy, what a matchup they have in front of them today to celebrate their final home weekend of their Bobcat careers as Montana State heads into the final week of the regular season, still mathematically in a hunt for a share of the Big Sky title, but they would need to win out their final 3 games, and their opponent tonight would have to lose their final 3. However, you can take care of one of those tonight as we get ready to go for the Montana State University Bobcats, coming in at 15-13 overall. They are 9-6 in Big Sky play. On the other side, it is the Big Sky regular season champions, the Portland State University Vikings, coming in at 18-8. They are 12-3 in Big Sky play, and they have locked up a share of their 3rd all-time Big Sky title in their 30th year in the conference. Hello, everybody. My name is Keaton Gillogly. Pleasure to be with you today. Sitting to my right is Brian Priebe. Brian, how we doing? How we feeling today?
We're feeling great. Second time these 2 teams have matched up, that they've been 1-2 in the standings, and a lot of tonight determines whether the Bobcats have a shot to get up into that 1 seed come Boise in a couple weeks.
Not only that, still in an absolute dogfight now for that 2 seed, which of course comes with that extra day off in the middle of the tournament. And it's not Montana they're fighting anymore. It's Eastern Washington. The Eagles and the Bobcats tied for 2nd place heading into this last week.
Yeah, and the way I see it is the Bobcats have to win tonight to stay alive realistically for the 2 seed, because they're going to lose the tiebreaker with Eastern Washington if they lose tonight, and that is going to be huge here down the stretch. The other thing that's crazy, 2 through 7 in the conference. So the 7 seed plays a play-in game. Those teams are separated by 1 game at this point with only 3 to play. So you could finish 2 to 7 depending on how you close out the regular season.
It's going to be a tough closeout for this Bobcat team as well. Obviously welcoming in the team that's been definitively the best in the Big Sky throughout this season in Portland State, although the Bobcats lost a tight one in Portland earlier this year to wrap up the month of January, falling 63-54. It was a game in which really it was kind of a 3 or 4 minute bad stretch, a couple of turnovers mid to late stages of that second half. That was the difference. It was darn even throughout that entire night. What was a defensive battle. Then it's Sacramento State on Saturday at 1 o'clock. And then we're all actually getting on a plane after that game at about 6 o'clock to go fly down to Phoenix. And then we'll bus up to Flagstaff, the 2 hours on Sunday. And then you got to go play at 7,000 feet against Northern Arizona on the Monday night before you finally come back home on Tuesday when we have our final Cat Chat of the year over at Montana's Ribbon Shop House. So going to be a really grueling stretch here, even with 2 of the 3 games here at home.
Yeah, there's no question. 3 games in 5 days, and then you get almost a week off before you start the tournament. You'd love to have that 2 seed. Big difference getting the extra day off in the middle of the tournament, especially for a team that is so thin on the bench like the Bobcats.
Boy, this season has been marred by injuries, but they've got 2 stalwart seniors who are playing in their 100th game of their careers tonight in Jed Miller and Pat McMahon, and, of course, Chris Hodges, a big part of this thing as well, and Davian Brown, who was injured earlier this season. He is being honored as well. And speaking of Davian Brown, how about some of the really exciting news? His older brother, Darius Brown, checking into his first NBA game for the Cleveland Cavaliers. That was on Tuesday night. He got in right as we were on during Cat Chat. So how exciting for Darius Brown after 2 years in the G League to make his NBA debut for Cleveland this week.
Yeah, second Bobcat player in the modern last 20-year era, and he is just such a great person. Awesome to see him. He was dominating the G League for a good portion of this season, so fantastic opportunity for him.
Yeah, 13 points. He was at 13 points a game and about 10 assists per game.
Yeah,
before
almost a double-double.
Yeah, it's pretty darn good, and very, very exciting to see him get out there and watch Darius Brown make his NBA debut this week. So that's kind of what we're looking at there, but let's go ahead now and look at what's in front of us as we get into our Mountain Hot Tub opposing team profile and see why they're going to be in hot water today, brought to you by Mountain Hot Tub. Mountain Hot Tub is Montana's largest hot tub dealer since 1979. Your authorized hot spring spa dealer with locations in Bozeman, Butte, and Helena. All right, Brian, what should we know about this Portland State squad?
Portland State is really dominated by their defense. They're giving up 69 points in league play. They're top 2 in field goal defense, three-point defense, and rebounding. And that's a sign of a team that wins it on the defensive end. Held the Cats to 54 down in Portland a month ago. So that's their thing, is their defense. Offensively, they're pretty all over the place. They don't shoot it very well. They drive like crazy, a lot of ball screen action, off-ball cutters. It's kind of chaos on offense, but the defense carries the day for them. They're led, like the Bobcats, 2 seniors that are critical. Terry Miller is 20 points, 5 rebounds in conference, and then Henderson is 18 and 6 assists in conference play. Henderson, he in 15 games has played all but 19 minutes. Incredible durability in terms of being on the court the entire night.
Yeah, we've been singing Jed Miller's praises and how many minutes he's been playing, and Jalen Henderson is averaging more minutes than Jed Miller has been through conference play. In fact, Jalen is number 1 in the Big Sky in minutes played per game. And you mentioned Henderson, and Trayvon Minot in the front court. 2 guys that got granted an extra year of eligibility going into this year under 50-year head coach Jace Coburn, who has brought this team back up to heights they haven't seen in almost 20 years.
Yeah, it really helped them when those guys stayed, because there was some conversation about the transfer portal and them leaving. They decide to stay, and so you've got just a plethora of seniors, and that in this current modern era, that makes a huge difference.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, we're going to take a break. We got more to get to. We'll get you caught up on what the rest of the Big Sky schedule looks like, and of course we'll sit down with head coach Matt Logie and dive into the X's and O's of this matchup and see just how much they do need to tweak after what was a very tight and physical loss in Portland at the end of January. We're taking a break. Back with more after this. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
The Bobcats are proud to present these preferred local partners as members of Bobcat Built, Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems, Bryant, whatever it takes, Carrier Heating and Air Conditioning, Carrier, turn to the experts, Ace Roofing, building Montana strong, one roof at a time, Rivers Landscaping, crafting superior outdoor spaces, and NW Construction, proud to call Bozeman home. Montana State Athletics encourages our fans to choose these local businesses. They are proud local sponsors and demonstrate what it means to be a Bobcat. We are Bobcat Built.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins Lumber believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins Lumber, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing, a sub above.
It was a nice spring day, so I decided to do a little work around the house. I didn't think anything of it. I've dug 1,000 holes 1,000 times until I hit a shallow gas line. The repair cost me over $5,000, and in one fell swoop, the family vacation was kaput. I know I'm not the only one, but it still hurts. Next time I'm calling 811 before I dig.
Learn from Jerry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org.
We're back live in Bozeman, getting ready to go for Montana State and Portland State today. The Bobcats sitting at 9-6 in Big Sky play, tied for second in the league with Eastern Washington, while Portland State has earned a share of the title, sitting at 12-3. And of course, the Bobcats trying to split this season series, which is how they start with the tiebreaker. What's your record against the teams in first place, and then you work your way down. So Eastern Washington winning on Saturday in Portland. That means they've got a split against the Vikings. So the Bobcats, if they want to at least be even in that portion of the tiebreaker, they have to get a win today.
Yeah, and the Cats hold the tiebreaker if they get a win tonight, guaranteed, because they've got the sweep over Northern Colorado, and that's, as you go through it, that's going to be the team that determines it. Eastern split them. So the Bobcats, if they finish tied and win tonight, will hold the tiebreaker on the Eagles.
Man, so much on the line today. And beyond that, I mean, it's a legacy game. I mean, this is the second to last home game. Obviously, we have a game on Saturday, but I mean, for Pat and Jed in particular, everything they've done to carry this team forward. You go out tonight and you put up a big performance against a team like this, everybody in the building will remember that forever.
Oh, absolutely. And senior night's so special in so many ways. Those guys, the emotions are going to ride high, and the celebration pregame and everything else. It's an awesome time, and for those two guys, they're just such special young men. It's exciting to see them get there.
Absolutely. And really for Jed, some of the numbers have been down a little bit. Obviously, he's kind of the head of the scouting report these days, but he didn't shoot particularly well last weekend from the three-point line, didn't shoot particularly well in Portland from the three-point line. We know it's in there. He's just been asked to do so much, and you imagine at some point he's going to start to get hot again.
Absolutely, and it would be great for him to start that tonight. You know, it'd be great to have a 3-week Jed Miller go off stretch. It looked like Pat McMahon on Saturday. He showed his fight with 35 points against Idaho State, and those two seniors, this team's going to go as far as those two seniors take them.
All right, well, let's go ahead and dive into our Kendall Ford keys to the game today, presented by Kendall Ford of Bozeman. All right, Brian, what are we looking for in this matchup?
It's all about the seniors, and it's all about the threes. We mentioned the seniors for the Bobcats, Miller and McMahon. They averaged 30 points in league combined, but the two key seniors for Portland State, Miller and Henderson, averaged 38. I think that matchup's going to be really important. The Bobcats got to be even or better as it relates senior on senior. And then the three-point line is going to be really interesting. When Montana State's on offense, they are number one in the league in makes. Portland State is number one in defensive field goal percentage against three-pointers. Bobcats are going to have to break through there offensively. They didn't do that down in Portland, scored 54 points. That's not enough to win against the first-place team. But when it switches to the other end, the Bobcat defense is predicated on taking away the three. That means they go really hard at shooters and make them turn down shots. Problem is, Portland State can't make a three if they're in the gym by themselves all night. So they want to drive the basketball. Will the Bobcats make that adjustment? When you look at Montana State, the teams they've matched up well with on the season, Northern Colorado, Montana, are heavy dependent on the three. We're so good at taking that away. Those are 4 wins. The teams that are not good from three that we close out hard on and they drive us, Portland State, Sac State, Idaho State, those are teams that have given us trouble. And so the Bobcats tonight have got to make that subtle adjustment. Really hard to do all year. Take away the three, take away the three, take away the three. Tonight, close out short, let them shoot threes. It's going to be a hard adjustment, but they got to make it if they're going to win.
Right, and a big key to that is Jeremiah Davis. He is the most athletic perimeter defender for this Bobcat team, and I felt like you could really see when he was off the floor at the end of the Weber State loss and throughout a big portion of that Idaho State game.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And the other thing is Montana State switches so much ball action, handoff action, that the bigs have got to remember to do that. It's can Chris Hodges, can Step, can those guys remember, hey, I got to close out short. I know all year I've been told to do the opposite, but you got to close out short with these guys because otherwise they beat you. And down in Portland, you know, it was really Kinsey's 3 threes in the second half, his 18 second half points that were the difference for Portland State offensively, but you're going to let that guy shoot. He's not a good shooter.
Right, and really, before that game, he had not hit a three-point field goal in 2 weeks, and then he hit the 3 prayers at the end of shot clocks. Coach Logie's going to talk about that with us here in just a bit. But first, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll get you the rest of the Big Sky scoreboard presented by First Interstate Bank. Then we're sitting down with Coach Logie as we head into senior night in what's going to be an epic battle between the Bobcats and the Vikings. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land-grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
Quitting smoking, vaping, or chew isn't easy because nicotine is extremely addictive. Plus, everyone's different. What worked for me may not work for you. That's where Quit Now Montana comes in. And it's free. You get a quit coach and a custom quit plan tailored to you, including free nicotine replacement therapy, patches, gum, or lozenges. Bottom line, Quit Now Montana works. Time to make it work for you. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW or go to quitnowmontana.com to get started today. Montana Department of Public Health and Human Services.
Who's ready to experience Montana's high alpine like never before? This winter, Big Sky Resort unveils Kirkcliff, a stunning 2-story glass observatory at the summit of Lone Peak, surrounded by unobstructed views spanning 3 states, 2 national parks, and countless mountain ranges. The most thrilling part of the experience, standing at 11,166 feet on a transparent glass floor. Plan your visit to Big Sky and experience Kirkcliff, redefining what it means to experience Montana's high country.
The power of we believes in you. It advocates for you. It completes your circle. It makes sure you have the strongest circle possible. And with Intermountain Health in yours, you'll always have the care you need to live the healthiest life possible. That's the power of we. Intermountain Health.
The Northern Pulse Growers Association encourages industry professionals and growers of dry peas, chickpeas, lentils, and fava beans to become members in 2024. Members gain access to cutting-edge research, expert training, market insights, and connect with a Pulse-passionate community. Visit northernpulse.com to join the Northern Pulse Growers Association. Together, we're sowing the seeds of success.
Local is more than where you do business. It's how you serve your customers and communities. And for us, it's why we do what we do. At Stockman Bank, we offer convenient, innovative financial solutions backed by the power of quick, informed local decisions. So you receive the services you need when you need them. We don't just believe in local, we are local. We are Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking. Member FDIC.
We're getting ready to go for Montana State and Portland State today. It's the final week of the regular season. Bobcats tied for second place right now in Big Sky play. All right, let's take a look now at our out-of-town scoreboard presented by First Interstate Bank. Here's what's going on elsewhere around the league. So at 7 o'clock, Sacramento State is over in Missoula, ready to take on Montana. And Montana has really been struggling lately. They're now down to 8-7. They're fighting to stay out of that first day of the Big Sky tournament. At 7 o'clock, also Northern Arizona is at Idaho later today, and then Northern Colorado at Eastern Washington at 7 o'clock. Those two teams separated by a game. Northern Colorado has won 7 straight. Eastern Washington has won 6 straight. It's the 2 hottest teams in the league, and we are rooting for Northern Colorado today.
No doubt about it for Bobcat seeding. And I think that's going to be the game. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the championship game, the way those two teams are playing here in February.
No doubt. Also, the women are tipping off at 8 o'clock. Daniel Sally will have that game starting at 6:45. Remember, they are a game back of the Idaho Vandals right now for first place in the Big Sky. Idaho on the women's side is at Northern Arizona, and they are dominating right now. At halftime, Idaho leads Northern Arizona 47-20, and then there is one top 25 game going today. It is a top 15 Big Ten battle. Michigan State, number 13, at number 8, Purdue, and right now Purdue leading 39-36 in the final 30 seconds of the first half. So that's what we've got going there. We are going to step aside, and when we come back, we'll sit down with head coach Matt Logie as we get ready for Montana State and Portland State. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. outside the box for your complete branding solutions. Located in Bozeman, Montana, we offer a full print shop for banners, signs, wraps, trade show booths and graphics, promotional products, and much more. If you can think it, we can ink it. We are a proud supporter and corporate sponsor of the MSU Bobcats. Like us on Facebook to see some of our cat wraps. Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. and call us at 406-922-6462 or visit us on the web at inkoutside.com.
Ready to upgrade your space? Choose the local experts at Futura Cabinetry Inc. With over 50 years of experience, no job is too small. From cabinets and counters to closets and full installations, we deliver exceptional craftsmanship at the best pricing in town. Come meet your neighbors at Bozeman's best cabinet shop, Futura Cabinetry Inc. Quality, value, and experience you can trust.
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
Ambient Air Solutions wants to take a moment to show our gratitude and to say thank you. Thank you to our frontline workers. Thank you to our doctors, nurses, and EMTs. Thank you to all the volunteers. And thank you to the Gallatin County community. Ambient Air Solutions is so grateful for your support for over 12 years. We are so blessed to live in such a beautiful place. Ambient Air Solutions is here for all your heating and cooling needs. Call us at 406-577-1818 to schedule your service today. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
We're back on the pregame show, getting set for Montana State and Portland State today. The Bobcats celebrating Senior Day in their penultimate home game of the regular season. Keaton Gillogly alongside head coach Matt Logie. And coach, just starting with the four seniors that you're honoring today: Pat McMahon, Jed Miller, Chris Hodges, and Davian Brown. Quite a collection of four guys, but always a special night when you get a chance to honor them, especially in a game of this magnitude.
Yeah, these guys have been so critical to this team's success. They've been critical to, the culture that we want this basketball program to be about. And I can't say enough good things about the two newcomers to that group, and Chris Hodges and Davian Brown, and, coming here for their last season of college basketball, putting their trust in our coaching staff and these teammates to give them a chance to go out the way that they wish. Obviously, we know that Davian, would love to be playing right now, but those guys really helped mold, along with Pat and Jed, and build off of the foundation of the culture that was here. And then with Pat McMahon and Jed Miller, you're talking about two 4-year Bobcats, guys that have been, a part of championship success here, have really run their own race in each regard. In really, really impressive ways. And so excited to honor them tonight. They deserve it all. I know our fan base will get behind these guys tonight and give them hopefully a night that they can think back on and with great memories.
Well, excited for all of that, and boy, what an opportunity they have against Portland State today, who just recently clinched a share of the Big Sky title. Although that is not wrapped up, the Bobcats are still mathematically in the race for a share of that regular season title. And really, coach, that first meeting against them was such a tight game, really a physical game. And they've got so many different weapons, starting with Terry Miller Jr., who might be Big Sky Player of the Year this year. What's some of the stuff he's been doing for them this season?
Well, he's a versatile scorer. He can shoot the three, spaces the floor well. Obviously has great size and good hands, so he can score in the low post, and really helps facilitate kind of a three-headed monster with him and Henderson and Minot. Three of the best guys in the conference, and they've been playing through them all year.
Yeah, one of the other guys that's kind of the extra part of that was Keon Kenzie in that first meeting. Really just kind of went off. He hadn't really been hot at all from three in the previous 2 weeks, and then knocked down a couple of big shots against you guys. How has he continued to play since then, and what kind of role is he playing for them?
Yeah, Kenzie's a very good athlete, gets out in transition, finishes really well. Obviously, he was able to chuck in a couple, shot clock threes at the end of possessions. We had played really well. And, he's a guy that when he, joins in double figures, those other three guys, they have a tendency to get closer to 70 points than 60. But, the strength of this team is their defense, not their offense. It's, what's kind of carried them through Big Sky play. And, we've got to find better opportunities to score than we did the first time around.
Yeah, it was a tight defensive battle that first time, and it was such a close game. Are you making any big changes in terms of your scouting report and game plan against these guys, or kind of running it back and just execute a little better today?
No, I think we learned some things from that game in terms of what we need to emphasize as a coaching staff, how to create advantages offensively. So, not wholesale changes, but more along the lines of, what we emphasize and how we do those things. The biggest area that we just, needed to improve on in that first game was screening. If you don't screen Portland State, they're so athletic and so physical that they're going to be on the basketball and pressuring and they're on the catch more often than not with great rim protection behind. And so we've got to find ways to create space, create passing windows, create advantages, and try to get them in rotations.
All right, well, here we go. Big one tonight, Coach. Appreciate the time and the insight.
Thanks a lot. Go Cats.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we got the Bobcats and the Vikings from the Brick. For head coach Matt Logie, I'm Keaton Gillogly. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Fans, support both your favorite team and Montana State students. When you shop at the MSU Bookstore, you help lower the price of course materials for Montana State students. The MSU Bookstore is owned by MSU students and faculty and serves as the only not-for-profit campus bookstore in Montana. Shop online at msubookstore.org or on campus in the Strand Union Building. Remember, Bobcat fans, when you shop at the MSU Bookstore, all proceeds from your purchase goes directly to lowering the cost of course materials for Montana State students. Go Cats!
Local is more than where you do business. It's how you serve your customers and communities. And for us, it's why we do what we do. At Stockman Bank, we offer convenient, innovative financial solutions backed by the power of quick, informed, local decisions. So you receive the services you need when you need them. We don't just believe in local, we are local. We are Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking. Member FDIC.
See every play, every big win, every Cats moment with the clarity you deserve. At Vance Thompson Vision, our team specializes in LASIK and cataract surgery to help restore and improve your vision. Because when it comes to cheering for the Bobcats, you don't want to miss a thing. Vance Thompson Vision is proud to be the official LASIK and cataract provider of Montana State Bobcat Athletics. Learn more and book your consultation today at VanceThompsonVision.com.
With friendly customer service and an outstanding location near Montana State University in the base of the Bridger Mountain Range, Country Inn & Suites by Radisson is the perfect place to begin your Bozeman adventure. Country Inn & Suites offers a hot and delicious Be Our Guest breakfast buffet each morning. Free Wi-Fi is available throughout the property, and we have a business center and meeting rooms. Our indoor pool and hot tub is a great way to relax after a day of fun, and the on-site fitness center will keep your workout goals on track. We have spacious king and double queen suites with a full-size sleeper sofa available, and every room in Country Inn & Suites is smoke-free. Reserve your room today.
Universal Athletic has been a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 50 years. Check out their great selection of Bobcat apparel and accessories for all your game day needs. Shop in store at their North 7th Avenue location or online at shop.msubobcats.com for everything you need to cheer on your Bobcats. Universal Athletic, a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 50 years. Go Cats! Looking for the perfect place to fuel up before the game or celebrate a Bobcat win? Come on down to Rib and Chop House. We have locations in Bozeman, Billings, Butte, Great Falls, and Livingston, where premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs meet unmatched hospitality. Join us on Tuesday nights at 6:30 in Bozeman for great food and fanfare with the Cat Chat Coaches Show. Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching with friends, do it with flavor. Rib and Chop House, proud partner of Montana State. Go Cats!
Echoing
to the cup, one hand slam
from the Brick.
And the Brick is back to life.
And all throughout the great state of Montana.
Put it on the highlight reel.
It's time for Bobcat.
There's the juice.
Basketball.
Floats it up and in, and he beats the buzzer. To the cup, the racket-attack. Deep three, bang. Oh, baby. He backpedals, shaking his head, saying, you can't cover me. Rises and rattles the rim. Rattles the rim. A two-hand slam.
The best is yet to come.
Bobcat Basketball is brought to you by Town Pump Food Stores, proud sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild Series, and by First Interstate Bank, built for you. Tip-off is just moments away from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth. Here's the voice of the Bobcats, Keaton Gillogly.
Legacies are on the line between Montana State and Portland State today. It's senior day at the Brick. The Bobcats honoring 4 seniors, 2 guys who have spent 1 year here and 2 guys who have built some golden pillars in this decade of Bobcat basketball that has had unprecedented success, not seen in over 100 years. We're getting ready to go for our tip-off with the starting lineups in just a moment, but first let's pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. This is Montana State basketball. My name is Keaton Gillogly alongside Brian Priebe as we get ready to go for our tip-off, which is imminent now between the Montana State University Bobcats coming in at 15-13 overall this year. They are 9-6 in Big Sky play. On the other side, it's the Portland State University Vikings who enter tonight's contest at 18-8. They are 12-3 in conference action and have locked up a share of their 3rd all-time Big Sky title, now in their 30th year as a member of this conference. All right, Brian, here we go. And one thing for Montana State, sitting at 9-6, still looking for that next win, which would secure the first winning conference season for Coach Logie after going 9-9 each of the last 2 years.
Yeah, they'd like not only 10, they'd like 11, and then they'd like 12, because that would get them that 2 seed in Starch Madness and give them an opportunity to play a short bench but still have enough rest to get through the tournament.
Yeah, remember, if you are one of those top 2 seeds, you play the winner of a play-in game, then you get a day off going into the semifinals and then the championship game after that. All right, we are on the cusp of this game getting started. We remind you to question which school will win the Learfield Directors Cup for the top college athletic programs for the upcoming year. Check out how your favorite school is doing at L Directors Cup on the X platform or online at thedirectorscup.com. Winners announced in June 2026. The Learfield Directors Cup is powered by NACDA, the crowning achievement in college athletics. Bobcats in the home whites today. Portland State in the road black uniforms. The starting lineup for the Portland State Vikings today. Keon Kenzie Jr., the 6'8" junior out of L.A., who had a monster performance in that first meeting. Jalen Henderson is the point guard for them. Trayvon Minot is in the front court, the South Carolina transfer. Terry Miller Jr., one of the candidates for Big Sky Player of the Year, scoring 19 points per game. And Kelsey Phipps, the sophomore from Carson, California, round out the starting 5 for Jace Coburn in his 5th year here at Portland State. Very tight with his coaching staff. Coburn and Coach Zach Payne were on the same staff together at Portland State before Coburn took over as the head man. For the Bobcats, no surprises in their starting lineup today. It is Jed Miller, Pat McMahon, Christian King, Jeremiah Davis. Good to see him in after fighting a twisted right ankle last weekend. And Chris Hodges. So we're ready to rock, Brian. Here we go.
It's going to be about the seniors and that three-point line tonight. Bobcats need to make some threes. They've got to defend the three smartly and not give up easy penetration. This Portland State team, especially Trajan Henderson, their ability to drive the basketball is next level. Even though Henderson against Eastern on Saturday was just 4 for 17 from the field, he's a guy that can go and get 25. He can get 30.
Portland State, in their loss on Saturday, scored 55 points and shot a season-low 31% from the field. Can the Bobcat defense stand tall today? We're ready to go. A couple of P4 transfers, Power 4 transfers, Minot and Hodges from South Carolina and Wisconsin ready to go. And we are set for the penultimate home game of the year. The ball is tossed to the air, and the tip is won by the Portland State Vikings. And here we go. The Vikings go from left to right to start the night. It's tossed up to the top of the key for Terry Miller. Throws around into the post, knocked free by Hodges, recovered by Minot, puts it up with a lefty hook. That's no good. Rebound tipped out, and Jeremiah Davis, a little hustle, tracks it down.
And that was what Eastern Washington did to beat Portland State. They won on the glass. Portland State's so good rebounding the basketball. Got to find a way to get a lead there.
Ball moving around the perimeter. Here's Pat McMahon down to the right block, leans in, got blocked underneath by Minot, and that ball's out of bounds, staying with Montana State.
Good little drive there by Pat McMahon. Gets to his right hand, gets to the middle of the paint, Minot so long, leads the league in block shots, averaging 3 a game.
McMahon coming off that career-high 35-point performance last time out. Bounce pass underneath, and Jeremiah Davis is there with an easy lay-in. And you can hear some of the coaching staff even celebrating that one.
You can tell that was in the scouting report. They saw something defensively that they could exploit on an OB under, were able to execute and get an easy deuce.
Portland State with the ball to our right. We're in the first minute of this ball game. Bobcats lead 2-0. MSU has held serve here at home against Portland State, winning 6 straight in Bozeman against the Vikings. Miller has to pass out of a double team out to Phipps, around to the right corner. Here's Henderson slashing into the lane, stripped free, loose on the floor, picked up by Minot, tossed in the air and knocked away. Jed Miller with the steal, throws into the left corner for Jeremiah Davis. Measures out a 3, book it. Jeremiah Davis with the left corner 3 ball. And Jed Miller with the theft and the assist.
Same start as down in Pocatello last week. 5-0 quick strike for Montana State. Now just keep that momentum rolling.
Bobcats had a brutal stretch of about 7 to 8 minutes without a field goal against Idaho State as the pass inside is taken away by Pat McMahon. McMahon against Minot, stops underneath, kicks it out to the left corner. Here's a 3 from Davis. Got it again. Jeremiah Davis knocking it down from deep. Timeout Portland State. Oh, the Bobcats landed a couple of early haymakers as Jeremiah Davis has knocked down a pair of Wendy's 3 balls.
Jeremiah Davis, same spot, back-to-back possessions, feet set, take your time, put it through, and then he gets his crowd fired up as he says, I may not be a senior, and it may be senior night, but we got to get a W. I'm going to make some shots.
Hey, no doubt that both of those threes were on assists by the seniors. We've got 18 minutes, 15 seconds to go in the first half. Bobcats up 8-0, and did come out this week. Parker Cotton writing an article in the Bozeman Chronicle about the injury and the pain that Pat McMahon has been playing throughout the year. He had been in a walking boot for a good 3 or 4 weeks. He wasn't practicing for almost an entire month. He had to ask back into practice. So this is something he's been fighting very quietly throughout the year, and now it's finally out publicly, and he has really fought through it hard.
Yeah, well, he's fought through it pretty well. You go for 35. I don't care what your status is, you're doing something right. And he's just a tough young man and able to get her done.
So Portland State coming out of their timeout. This one bobbled. It goes in the backcourt. It's over and back. It was dribbled off the foot by Bryson Long. Another turnover by Portland State. On the go and want to stay connected to live college sports anywhere in the country, download the free Varsity app available on Apple and Android. With new features this season, it's easier than ever to listen live and keep up with your favorite teams. Don't miss a moment. Get the Varsity Network app now.
Vikings with 3 turnovers in 4 possessions. The Cats 3 assists in 3 possessions. Pretty big dichotomy right now.
Bounce pass underneath, knocked free, and kicked by Portland State. Really, the assist numbers haven't been huge for Montana State, about 10 per game. You would expect in a Coach Logie system for that number to be higher.
Yeah, they're actually last in the league in assists per game, which is shocking, but they've been able to find ways to get stuff done, and a lot of their assists get beat off a 1 or 2 bounce dribble that was set up by a pass.
It's a pretty subjective stat as well. Jed Miller off the screen to the left wing, weaves inside, drops it off for Pat McMahon underneath, kicks it back out to the right wing. Here's King for 3. Back iron, no. Rebound tipped and won by Portland State. So Christian King misses his first long-range attempt. He had a pretty good rate from the three-point line last week out of the 2 losses. Portland State working offensively to our right. Vikings are down 8-0. 17:20 to go in the first half. Bounce underneath to Miller. Has to kick it back out around to the left wing, into the left corner. Here's a 3. That's no good. Rebound won by Jeremiah Davis, who came in with 2 hands and picked it out of the air. Jed Miller works his way down underneath, goes to the rack, lays it. Good and 1. Jed Miller soaking it all in on senior day early. And he lays it home. We'll go to the line and a chance of 3-point play. Haven't seen a ton of that out of Jed this year.
Yeah, and I like the fact his first shot is going to the rim. He's been a little bit reliant on the 3-point shot or that mid-range jump shot. So getting something at the rim, being a 3-level scorer really matters.
Jed Miller lining it up at the line. And the free throw is good. Jed Miller this year, 46% from the field, 40% from 3, and 82% from the free throw line. That's what you expect out of a senior.
No question about it. And just his numbers and his ability to step up has been tremendous.
Lob into the post. Minot makes the catch and dunks it home with the right hand. First 2 points for Minot and for Portland State. It's 11-2 Bobcats, 16:45 to go first half.
Cats defense there had a little trouble with the ball screen action, something we got to pay attention to.
Miller elbow jumper is good. Jed Miller knocking down a couple of early field goals. He's got 5.
And the Cats right now on fire, shooting over 70% from the field. Seems like everything is working offensively.
Now they paid the piper in Pocatello. Topside 3 is good. Terry Miller Jr. reining it home. Guy who's probably in the lead in the conversation for Big Sky Player of the Year going into the final week, averaging 19 points per game.
Yeah, I think he's the guy. He's their best three-point shooter as the 4-man on their roster.
Jeremiah Davis throws up to Jed Miller at the top of the key. Bounce pass to Chris Hodges still on the perimeter. Knocked free out of his hands, recovers, hands it off for Christian King with a lefty dribble, takes to the free throw line, spins into the lane. They're calling the offensive foul. Extended that arm slightly, and Christian King picks up his first foul. Town Pump, the exclusive sponsor of the exciting Brawl the Wild, invites you to visit a Town Pump store on your way home for gas and snacks. Safe travels from Town Pump. We will take a break for the Interstate Bank broadcast position. 15:57 to go in the first half. Montana State is leading 13-5 over Portland State. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
With friendly customer service and an outstanding location near Montana State University in the base of the Bridger Mountain Range, Country Inn & Suites by Radisson is the perfect place to begin your Bozeman adventure. Country Inn & Suites offers a hot and delicious Be Our Guest breakfast buffet each morning. Free Wi-Fi is available throughout the property, and we have a business center and meeting rooms. Our indoor pool and hot tub is a great way to relax after a day of fun, and the on-site fitness center will keep your workout goals on track. We have spacious king and double queen suites with a full-size sleeper sofa available, and every room in Country Inn & Suites is smoke-free. Reserve your room today.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation.
Groundworks, official foundation repair company of Montana State Athletics. Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Northern States Fishing Tools, a proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats, has been serving the eastern Montana and western North Dakota oil fields since 1978. We are here to provide you with the best tools and services, all at competitive prices. Northern States Fishing Tools services the Williston Basin with fishing and rental tools, along with downhole tools that include packers, plugs, and through tubing equipment. We have the expert knowledge to give you satisfying results based on your specific needs. Go Bobcats!
Amsterdam Meat Shop, proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics and the Gallatin Valley. Keaton Gillogly alongside Brian Priebe at the first Interstate Bank broadcast position. 15:57 to go in the first half. MSU leading over Portland State 13-5 as we start the final week of the regular season. Brian, what are we seeing early on?
Yeah, we said the three-point line was going to be big. Cats come out and bang their first 2 threes, or 2 for 3 as we sit right now. 5 for 7 from the field, but they've got to make those threes. It stretches that Portland State defense, gives you some lanes to get to the offensive glass as well. So far, so good from that account.
Already 2 Wendy's 3 balls in this first half so far, plus an old-fashioned three-point play for Jed Miller. But Cats were just 2 of 11 from the three-point line against Idaho State in the first half as well. That was a tough game as Portland State inbounds the basketball, where it kind of felt like the Cats were getting the shots they were supposed to, and it just didn't fall.
Yeah, combine that with just the defense just completely left them for especially in that first half. That just put them in such a hard position.
Terry Miller on the drive, puts up a runner. That's no good. Fight for the rebound. Minot comes away with it. He's in deep. Has to kick it back out to Henderson. Good job to not let him go back up. Here's Henderson into the lane. Puts it off balance with a runner up and in. Whoa, what a finish by Jalen Henderson, streaking across the paint and putting up that little floater for 2.
Yeah, his high degree of difficulty is part of the reason his shooting percentage isn't awesome for a guy who scores 20 a game.
McMahon kicks it out to Jed Miller in the right corner. He tries a 3, and it's good. Jed Miller putting it home. He's got his first Wendy's 3 ball of the day. 119th of his career, playing in his 100th game of his career. This ball's knocked out of bounds by the Bobcats. It'll stay with Portland State. Howie Keene checking into the game for MSU now.
Yeah, McMahon tweaked his ankle there on that drive and kick out to Jed Miller. Going to see the trainer, probably get a quick little extra tape job, come back in ready to go.
Now Terry Miller Jr. with a dunk down to the baseline, and then a technical on, I believe, Chris Hodges.
No, I think it's on Miller.
Oh, it is Miller. Okay, good.
Yeah, talking smack after the dunk.
Yeah,
he got in Chris's face, and that's actually the free throws are big, but what's even bigger is the foul on Miller. He's a guy that doesn't get in foul trouble often, but if in foul trouble, huge problem for Portland State.
Trayvon Minot got into trouble with his fouls in that first meeting as Jed Miller missed the first free throw. And we're going to keep a real close eye here on Pat McMahon. We talked to the Open about the foot injury, the stress fracture he has in his foot that he's been playing through. So we hope it's not that. Miller's next free throw is good. So he splits the pair off the technical by Terry Miller. I saw them talking to Chris, but that was just a coaching point, so that's why I got a little confused there. But Terry Miller picks up the technical. Now the Bobcats have the ball. 17-9, MSU leads. 15 minutes to go, first half.
Yeah, and the Cats just on an outrageous pace right now, on pace to score 120 points. Don't think that'll probably continue, but a fast start sure makes a difference. Gives you an opportunity to have a lull and not be too far behind.
Yeah, first team to 65 or 60 points even is going to feel good as King gets into the mid-post, has to kick it back out after pivoting. Gives it to Hodges, 8 to shoot, back to Miller, 7. Miller with the dribble, backs it out at 5, dribbles with the left hand, steps inside for 2. That's no good, and the rebound won by Minot.
Minot is so long, it doesn't even look like he jumps, and he gets that rebound above everybody.
One of the great rebounders in this league in his third year here at Portland State. Accepts a pass inside and then takes the foul. Jed Miller just gave him a shove. Didn't want him to knock that down, so Miller burning one of his fouls to send Trayvon Minot to the line where he's 66% this year.
Yeah, not a great free throw shooter, not a terrible free throw shooter, but not great.
Intermountain Health, formerly known as SCL Health in Big Sky Country, is proud to be an official health partner of Montana State Athletics. Jaden Stepp getting ready to check in. What a magnificent weekend he had. And the trip through Weber State and Idaho State despite the losses. Minot misses the first free throw. Minot spent 3 years at South Carolina, now his third year here at Portland State. He was one of the guys that got that extra waiver, that extra year cleared by the NCAA this season out of Montreal. That free throw's no good. And then it's knocked out of bounds. Oh, ouch. And it's going to Portland State. And it looked like the defender behind him could have fouled him. And then Stepp just let it go, thinking it was off Portland State. Instead, they give it to Portland State. Cats lose the possession.
Yeah, that's a bad possession to lose. It looked to me like Stepp's arms got raked, and that's why he let it go.
Henderson with a dribble for Portland State. Gets to the elbow, pulls up with a jumper. That's no good, and Jaden Stepp grabs the rebound with 2 hands.
Ball never lies right there. Sorry, Trayvon, you can't make that shot because we have what we have.
And now a pass tipped free by Terry Miller, stolen away, thrown ahead, and it's taken back by Montana State. 5-on-4 if they hustle. Give it to Jeremiah Davis into the front court, into the lane, down to the right block, leans in, blocked underneath. And Portland State comes away with it. Davis knocks it free in the backcourt, and Miller wins the foot race as the crowd reacts to what they thought was a foul on an extended arm by Terry Miller. Now a drive, and Kenzie got blocked up top by Howie Keene. Physical now.
End to end, and they are letting them play.
Yes,
They're
sir.
as physical as right.
And now Terry Miller knocks it away. Henderson in transition, 2-on-1. Alley-oop up, caught by Kenzie, and he traveled. So Jed Miller against 2 players who are significantly more athletic than him, which says more about the players, not Miller. Just stopped that 2-on-1 of Kenzie and Henderson, and the Cats get it back. Wow.
Well, and Miller was really smart because he was bailing out. He wasn't going to be anywhere near to pick up his second. 13 minutes to go in the first half. So he just put a feint on it. Henderson decided too early to throw the lob. He had an easy layup if he just went to the rim. Miller wasn't going to contest it.
But after that Idaho State game was called so tightly, this one really free-flowing, and it has caused a physical battle tonight. Bounce into the post, knocked free, and off the baseline, so off of Kelsey Phipps. And now Portland State's defensive intensity has really stepped up. And to have a game officiated like this for 2 defensive teams, it's going to really allow the better team to shine tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a physical game, although we also know that the second half could go a whole different direction. But here in the first half, you got to bring your big boy pants because you're going to get beat up out there.
Seth Almenrud just checked in. He takes the inbounds pass and throws it up to the top for Jaden Stepp. He dials up a 3-ball. Got it! Jaden Stepp pouring it home from deep for a Wendy's 3-ball. And he stays hot. He's hit 4 of his last 6 from downtown.
Yeah, a couple of 15-point games last week. Really coming into his own here late in the season.
Henderson at the elbows. The Bobcats have a 10-point lead over the Vikings. 12:50 to go first half. Reset. Henderson gets the ball back up at the top of the key with the dribble. Works his way inside. Out of control to the rim. And they called the foul. Jaden Stepp was backing up. Jalen Henderson just threw himself up in the air. And they're calling the foul on Jaden Stepp. That one's tough. First foul on Stepp.
Yeah, that's the ultimate bailout call. Stepp actually backed away. Yeah. There was zero contact. The ref official steps in and anticipates the call. And that's actually what Henderson does. He just drives in there and throws his body and hopes something good happens. Good scores get to the line. That's how he gets there.
First free throw is good. That was his 155th of his season. Bozeman Health is proud to be the exclusive healthcare provider of Bobcat Athletics, providing each player and our community the best possible sports medicine on and off the field. Go Cats. Next free throw is good. We're starting to see some of those kind of guys lately that kind of throw themselves at the rim. We saw it in against Weber State. Sane, he does that a lot. We saw that a little bit for Idaho State as well.
Yeah, and officials just have to know that that's coming and hold the whistle until they see contact. And here we have a development as Henderson is out of the game.
Yeah, that's newsworthy for a guy who is averaging 39 minutes a game in conference play. 10 to shoot. Jed Miller throws into a cutting Jaden Stepp. Pump fake after a bobbled pass, then blocked by Minot. It was that little bobble on the pass that cost him, and now here comes Portland State. Out to the left wing to set it up. Hand off for Kenzie. Then given to Phipps on that left sideline. Thrown back up to the top. Here's Downing Rivers. Portland State fighting through here with Jalen Henderson on the bench for a moment. Now into the lane. Bounce pass underneath. And that one, a missed dunk. Howie Keene got up to help affect that as Kenzie couldn't finish. Here's the other way into the left corner. Christian King slash into the lane, goes up and draws the foul. He gets whacked by Alex Dupree, a true freshman. First foul for Dupree. That'll take us to a break from First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 11:49 to go in the first half. Montana State leading Portland State 19-11. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Qdoba Bozeman is a proud partner of the Montana State Bobcats. Make your winning play at Qdoba. Show your spirit with your own salad, quesadilla, bowl, burrito, or nachos, and all your favorite toppings. Score big and add free guac and queso to your entree anytime, any day. Hungry yet? Stop by Qdoba at 855 South 29th Avenue right after the game for the ultimate flavor MVP.
At Northwestern Energy, we're committed to helping all of our service areas thrive.
Because these communities are more than just spots on a map, they're our homes too.
From hosting charity events and funding local scholarships
to leading economic development projects, we'll continue to donate our time and resources
to help deliver a bright future for everyone.
For more information, visit northwesternenergy.com/inyourcommunity.
The Bobcats are proud to present these preferred local partners as members of Bobcat Built, Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems, Bryant, whatever it takes, Carrier Heating and Air Conditioning, Carrier, turn to the experts, Ace Roofing, building Montana strong, one roof at a time, Rivers Landscaping, crafting superior outdoor spaces, and NW Construction, proud to call Bozeman home. Montana State Athletics encourages our fans to choose these local businesses. They are proud local sponsors and demonstrate what it means to be a Bobcat. We are Bobcat Built.
We are back courtside at First Interstate Bank broadcast position at the Brick. 11:49 to go in the first half. Bobcats lead the Vikings 19-11. Ready to quit smoking, vaping, or using tobacco? QuitNowMontana.com is here to help with free personalized tools and support. Anytime you need it, you can connect with trained coaches, get tips that work, and find the motivation to keep going. Thousands of Montanans have quit, and you can too. It's free, it's confidential, and it works. Visit QuitNowMontana.com today and start your journey to a healthier you. Christian King going to the line for a couple of free throws. Again, the Bobcats up 19-11 over the Vikings with 11:49 to go in the first half. All right, Brian, what are you thinking about now?
Yeah, I got the Cats with 20. That was a 3-ball down there. They got to do a review of that. It should be 20-11, not 19.
I think that's what they're looking at right now. I've got 3 total threes hit right now.
Yeah, and I do as well, and the stats do as well. But the scoreboard doesn't reflect that. It's short a point there. So Stepp has 2 points according to the scoreboard. He should have 3 based on that jump shot. So King should go to the line up 9. But right now, when you look at what's going on the court, it's the difference is points off turnovers. The Bobcats up 8 on points off turnovers. They forced 5 Viking turnovers, and you're up 8 or 9, depending on where we get to after the review.
All right, well, we'll see. Pat McMahon has come back out to the bench, but it doesn't look super hopeful that he'll be able to get back into this game.
No, his shoe is off. He's taken off his ankle brace, and they're saying that steps was a 2.
Oh, okay. So they reviewed that to say it was a 2. Okay. Cool. All right, well, we got that straight. Hey, they looked at it, so if that's what it looked like on the monitor, that's what it looks like.
Yep. It's good to check it, though.
Yeah. So Christian King going to the line for 2. His first is no good. Know what's below. Tap, click, or call 811 before you dig. Brought to you by Montana, 811.org. So we're expecting the Bobcats now to be down to a 7-man rotation as King knocks it down, splits the free throws, first point tonight. That is tight with 3 games in 5 days.
Yeah, it's really tight. It just puts even more pressure on trying to get that 2 seed to give yourself a good shot. And it just means that Howie King and Seth Almenrud as your bench are going to have to play lights out.
To the mid-post. Jeremiah Davis on the defense. Gets rid of it out to the right baseline. Here's Terry Miller looking to get rid of it with a double team. Works his way through that double team, and they called a foul on a shot. And it's Seth Almenrud who picks up his first foul. They said it was down low, kind of used his leg to trip him, apparently.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get another look at that. Sorry, I don't see it, but they obviously saw something I didn't. Terry Miller getting to the line here. He's already got 5, leading scorer for Portland State as he makes first.
So Miller, 68% from the free throw line. He's 40% from 3 and 51% from the field. He knocks both of those down. 7 points now for Terry Miller Jr.
Really good scorer, really physical player too. He gets the ball in the post, and he doesn't run away from a double team. He'll actually attack it and go try and split it like he just did there.
Bobcats with the ball, +7. 11:15 to go in the first half. Seth Almenrud looking for room over on the right sideline. Bounce into the post for step. Back to the basket, back and in, working on Minot, doesn't have it. Kicks it back out. Almenrud, 6 to shoot, slashes into the lane, 5. Picks it up, left of the lane, kick out. King, corner 3, no good. Rebound tipped and won by Portland State. 10:50 to go first half. Jed Miller will check back in with the Bobcats up 20-13 over the Vikings. Henderson looking for room at the top. Bent over, has the bounce. Backs it out again, 10 to shoot. To Miller, flat-footed 3, that's no good. Christian King grabs the rebound, uncontested. Bobcats push it along the right sideline. Almenrud into the lane, goes to the rack, lays it good. We'll count the bucket. It was goaltending, but it still went in. Seth Almenrud has his first 2 points after a quiet scoring weekend.
Yeah, I think Minot was surprised. He attacked him in the paint.
Yeah.
He probably thought, there's no way this guy will try and score on me. He got to the rim, got it off the glass, and drew the goaltend. Good play by Seth.
From jerseys to hats and more fan favorites, find everything you need to gear up for game day at Kohl's and Kohls.com. Lob into the post for Minot, throws it back out to the top. Miller hands it off. Phipps with the dribble, throws over to the right wing. Then into the middle of the paint, out to the left wing for Henderson. He triggers a 3. That swirls out. Miller grabs a rebound, goes up, lays it good, and the foul on Jeremiah Davis. So Miller beat Davis for the rebound and then draws the foul.
Yeah, Miller is just so physical. He just pushed Jeremiah under the rim, got an easy rebound. Jeremiah tried to make up for that with a quick slap. Should have just let him have the deuce and moved on from there.
So Miller going to the line as Portland State is closing in on the Bobcats after that hot early run. This free throw is good for Terry Miller, who's now up to 8 points. Join Champs New Kids Club, presented by Billings Clinic Bozeman. Your $50 membership fee gets you game tickets, Bobcat gear, and more. Sign up today at msubobcats.com/Champs Kids Club. Bobcats with the ball to our left. 10 minutes to go in the first half. Almenrud curls into the lane, stops, pops, floater, rimming. Yes! From the Big Sky logo in front of the free throw line. Seth Almenrud has 4 early points. Bobcats up 8.
Love the fact he's being aggressive right now. When you got a 7-man rotation, everybody's got to be a scorer out there. And Seth Almenrud right now is got the Bobcats' last 4.
He was a 21-point-per-game scorer last year at community college. Down to the left baseline. Miller double team, backs it out a little bit. Pestered, hooks it out to the top, around to the left wing. Here's a 3. That's good. Sebastian Tidor with his first 3 of the day. Bobcats lead cut to 5.
One thing about Portland State, they're not going to back down from a physical fight.
No.
And they are getting more and more physical as this game wears on.
Jed Miller turn to the corner, going to the rack, lays it up, off the glass, good and one. Terry Miller caught him on the way down, didn't give him a spot to land. And after this game was, they were letting a lot go. Now they're calling everything, and Terry Miller just picked up his second foul. Jed Miller looks for his second old-fashioned three-point play.
Yeah, and that's a big foul. That goes back to that technical foul that he got after the dunk. So he's got 2 fouls with 9 to play here in the first half. If he's got to go sit the bench, he's the only guy in the arena in double figures. He's got half of Portland State's offense.
Jed Miller pours it home and completes that three-point play. So Jed Miller showing up early on his senior day. He's got 9.
Terry Miller stays in the game. So Bobcats could get an offensive foul. Anything to get that third would be tremendous.
Henderson with a mid-range jumper. Fight for the offensive rebound. Chris Hodges comes out with it. Had a little help from Seth Almenrud as well. Like, great effort there after the Bobcats got bullied against Weber State on the glass. Miller a topside 3, back iron no. Seth Almenrud just came out of the rafters for the rebound, and then he's tied up. And Tidor giving Almenrud a little extra juice. Davis steps in between them, and the bad blood's starting to flow. No technicals have been assessed. They're separating each team.
Yeah, there wasn't anything there. It's just a bigger guy kind of threw Seth down. I don't see anything there that's.
Yeah.
It's just they're both going for the ball. It is what it is.
He was pulling away, kind of twisting away, and Almenrud wasn't letting up. Looked worse than it was. And they didn't give any technicals to the conversations after. So everybody toeing the line. And now we got a whistle. And a foul on Portland State. Jalen Henderson just picked up his first.
Yeah, it's a big foul. Anytime those 2 main guys get fouls, it's huge. Bobcats fighting here. I love the fact that Cats are going toe-to-toe because this Portland State team is big, strong, athletic, and they are going toe-to-toe on everything. Seth Almenrud's rebound is about as good a rebound as you're going to see in traffic against a more athletic team.
Well, the mercury is rising in the thermometer now. 8:34 to go first half. MSU up by 8 on senior night. Toss up to the top. Howie Keene has it. Lob to the left wing. Here's Hodges. And then another foul on Portland State. Jed Miller drawing it.
Pips.
That's his first. Miller was working around a screen, and the defender was fighting through that screen, grabbed Miller.
Yeah, and Portland State's committing Phipps and Williams and just saying, you two guys help us win this game by taking Jed Miller out of it, and they're just rotating them back and forth. Phipps goes out, Williams comes in.
It's kind of a hockey-style approach, right? Let's put the enforcers out there, go after the best scorer when he's out there.
Yeah, and do everything you can to slow him down, especially with McMahon not in the game.
Jeremiah Davis on the drive, lost it. Jalen Henderson on the move, left to right, drop off underneath, layup. No, and a late foul call on Jed Miller. That's his second. Oh, he went straight up, never hit the arm. Tough call there. Yeah. So Braden Barrett is going to the line.
Big difference between experienced officials and young officials is the anticipation factor. Veteran officials just do not anticipate calls.
First free throw was well off the mark. That was the first free throw of Barron's career, the true freshman. And it hit the backboard first. Next is no good. Rattles out. The Bobcats have the ball with an 8-point lead. 8:05 to go in the first half. And now Jed Miller will have to stay on the floor with these 2 fouls. Pat McMahon out. He's hurt. Got hurt earlier tonight. Jed Miller crossing over. Working at the top of the key. Left around a screen. Pulls up for 3. That's no good, and they do call the foul. Yep, that's an easy one. He didn't have space to land. Williams undercut him, so Isaiah Williams picks up his first foul. And that will take us to a break. From the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, this one heating up fast. Bobcats leading the Vikings 27-19 with 7:54 to go in the first half. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Debilitating joint pain can keep you from doing the things you love most. At Bozeman Health Spine and Joint Institute, we take a holistic approach to your orthopedic surgery, combining state-of-the-art orthopedic capabilities with whole health optimization. We'll work with you to identify and address any medical issues prior to your surgery. Our optimized health approach ensures your surgery is just the beginning of a new, pain-free life. Explore more at bozemanhealth.org/SJI.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
The fact that we've been in Montana for over 80 years shows our value and that we are here to stay. I'm Lisa Kelly, president of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana. We strive to be there for our members through all of life's journeys, from having a baby to starting a business to even in later ages when looking for Medicare options. We're there at every moment to support our members in sickness and in health. We're there no matter what. It's beautiful.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
The Bozeman Come On In Hotel and Suites is a proud sponsor of MSU Athletics, the Montana State Alumni Association. The Come On In allows you to escape the ordinary while enjoying their numerous hotel and guest room amenities. Visit ComeOnIn.com to book your stay today. For the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, 7:54 to go in the first half. Bobcats not backing down for the fight tonight. They lead Portland State 27-19. Brian, what are you seeing?
Yeah, I just think that it's the shooting right now. Montana State shooting the ball so well from the field, almost 60% from the field, 50% from the three-point line. And then Portland State's already missed 4 free throws, and they're not a great field goal shooting team in general. So the Bobcats' hot start offensively is powering an 8-point lead.
Serving all your garage door needs, DoorTech is raising the door on quality. Well, one way a team that maybe struggles from the field can raise that number is with some of those fast break points. If you can force a few turnovers, if you're Portland State, that is, as Jed Miller hits the first of his 3 free throws here. Well, that's how you can get some of those high percentage shots.
Yeah, and Jed Miller, having driven a couple times now, also drew a defender closer to him. So when he raised up to shoot the 3, that defender was just a little more conscious of Jed doing a little bit more from different levels of the floor. That creates the contact and the foul, and 3 for 3 from the line.
There you go. Call it a Wendy's 3 ball. 12 points now for Jed Miller on his senior night, playing in his 100th career game. He's got 638 career points in the Bobcat blue and gold. Jalen Henderson with the ball on the right wing to our right for Portland State. Looking for the post. Jeremiah Davis down there denying. Henderson now has to hand it off to Miller out on the right wing. 10 to shoot. Miller with a lefty dribble up to the top of the key. Slings to the left wing. Kenzie for 3. That's no good. He was making those in Portland, and the Bobcats have the rebound with an 11-point advantage.
Yeah, and I really like that. The Cats just let him shoot it. They just said, we don't think you can make it consistently. Good luck.
Ammanrud airballs a 3, too strong from the right corner. Portland State has the rebound. And Kenzie's a 31% three-point shooter. Handoff for Henderson off a screen to the mid-post. Pull-up jumper, good. Hits the bottom of the net, and Jalen Henderson has 6 points.
So smooth. He's so quick. Just impossible to keep him out of there, and his ability to stop on a dime and elevate on the jump shot. You can see why he scores 20 a game.
Yeah, he's one of the great athletes in this league. Jed Miller out on the right wing, puts it on the floor to the free throw line. Lob out to the left corner for Howie Keene. Down to the mid-post left side. Here's Hodges working on Miller, backing in on his senior day. Into the lane, throw back out to the right corner. Keene, 5 to shoot. Out to the right wing, 3. Jed Miller's got it with 2. On the drive, runner up, off the glass, no. Ammanrud put back, no. Out of bounds, going to Portland State.
Good effort right there. Jed Miller, good clock awareness. Gets himself a pretty good look. Ammanrud slithers through and gets to the glass. He had a good look. Cats can't quite convert.
Christian King getting ready to check back in. It's 30-21. MSU leads. 6:20 to go first half. Lob to the post. Ammanrud knocks it away. Jeremiah Davis picks it up on a hop. Bobcats on the move from right to left. Davis slashes. Gives it over to the right wing. Ammanrud for 3. Book it. Seth Ammanrud knocks it away and buries the 3 ball on the right wing. He's got 7.
He has come to play, and he's got to play. He's Probably moving into the starting lineup after today, unless Pat McMahon makes the heel for Saturday's game.
Miller reins in a topside three as the silencer. He's got 13.
Yeah, the Cats need a way to attack Miller here. Get him in a ball screen with Jeremiah Davis. Let Davis get the switch and then attack him off the dribble.
Miller drives. No look pass to the left corner. Almonrood again. Bang! Jed Miller, what a pass from the right block to the left corner, and Seth Almonrood, nothing but nylon.
Did you see the no look to the left wing, drew the defender off the baseline, and then he's able to find Almonrood in the deep corner for a good look.
Bobcats playing with emotion tonight. Miller with it at the top. Vikings with the ball down 12. Terry Miller trying to post up against Davis. Lost it in the air. Fight for the loose ball. Terry Miller comes out of traffic with it. Kick to the top for three. That's good. Bryson Long able to knock it home. The transfer in from Houston Christian.
Portland State shooting the ball well from three. They are now 4 for 8 from behind the arc.
Miller with a runner. That's no good off the front iron. Tip free and recovered by Portland State. Henderson on the move. Going to the rack. Strip free by Keene. Out of bounds, and it's going to be Bobcat ball. Yes, sir. How about the hustle by Howie Keene coming in from behind to knock it away? Keene to the bench. King in. Oh, no.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
Great play by the freshman right there. Don't give up on the play. Catching Jalen Henderson from behind is an impossible thing to do.
Yeah, Coach Logie in the pregame show in Portland called Jalen Henderson an Olympic-level athlete.
He's already been invited to the Final Four slam dunk contest representing some of the West Coast.
To the top, Christian King has the ball for MSU. They lead by 9. Given to Miller, back to King on the right wing, works his way into the lane, gets down to the right block, lays it, but draws the foul. Keon Kenzie got him on the wrist. First foul on Kenzie, and Christian King will go to the line. And, as we look to who's going to fill in that scoring for Pat McMahon, injured right now without a shoe on his foot, Christian King's a great candidate for that.
Yeah, King becomes your second option offensively. Jeremiah Davis is right there as well, but you need more than 3 guys. You're not going to get 3 guys that score 25 each and get to 75. So Stepp, Almonrood, Keene's got to knock down some threes. Those guys have got to step up, and so far so good.
Christian King hits the first free throw. Interwest Moving and Storage is the official moving company of the MSU Bobcats. Right now, 2 Bobcats in double figures as King hits the next free throw, so he's got 3 points. But it's Jed Miller with 12 points and Seth Almonrood with 10 tonight. He had 9 total last weekend of the 2 games. Around to the right wing, then into the right corner for Henderson. Dribbles to his left, curls to the elbow, has to kick it out. Kenzie. Shovel pass to the left wing. Stewart gets rid of it back to the top. 10 to shoot. Here's Henderson. Goes left around a Minot screen. Into the lane. Goes after Stepp and came up short. Jaden Stepp with the defense. Henderson couldn't finish. Bobcats have the rebound. Miller. Transition 3. Book it. That's what senior night is all about as the Bobcat fans rise to their feet. Jed Miller's got 15 in the first half.
And he's got them all on three-point plays. He's got a couple threes, a couple three-point old-fashioned plays, and 3 free throws. He only scores 3 at a time tonight.
Into the lane, Henderson puts up a runner. That's no good front iron. Miller skies for the rebound again. He's led the team in rebounds this year. Miller to the right wing. Throws up to King. Over to Davis, into the left corner. Almonrood for 3. That's no good. Boy, the Bobcats really moved that one around. Henderson takes it out to the left wing for the Vikings. 3:19 to go in the first half with a stoppage coming at the next whistle. Henderson throws back out to the top. Around to the left corner, Kenzie. Looking for the post. Now Kenzie drives, gets into the lane. Hop, stop, kick out. Henderson slows it down, calls another play. 10 to shoot. Calls for a screen. Henderson goes left to the mid-post. Handoff underneath. Minot lays it in. Trayvon Minot at the end of the shot clock, able to put it in for 4.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, for the Bobcats, Minot being on the floor is an advantage. He can't guard the type of lineup Montana State puts out there, and he's not a good enough offensive player that you have to go out and guard him.
And now we got a Henderson injury.
Looks like a Charlie horse. Looks like he took a knee to the thigh.
Yeah, or that other sensitive area in that area. All right, let's step aside for the first Interstate Bank broadcast position. 2:45 to go in the first half. Bobcats leading the Vikings 41-29. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Ambient Air Solutions wants to take a moment to show our gratitude and to say thank you. Thank you to our frontline workers. Thank you to our doctors, nurses, and EMTs. Thank you to all the volunteers. And thank you to the Gallatin County community. Ambient Air Solutions is so grateful for your support for over 12 years. We are so blessed to live in such a beautiful place. Ambient Air Solutions is here for all your heating and cooling needs. Call us at 406-577-1818 to schedule your service today. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
Welcome to the bundle event. Entering now our undisputed tag team champions, the mid-size SUV and the mid-century modern. Together with a State Farm agent, this auto and home duo are a powerful force of savings, service, and customizable coverage. Now, let's get ready to bundle.
Contact Bozeman State Farm agent Dan Rust today.
Availability and amount of discounts and savings vary by state.
Game day or work day, Montanans count on strength, precision, and reliability. At DoorTech, we bring the same championship mindset to every garage door we install, service, and repair. Rooted in 6 generations of Montana grit and committed to excellence, we're proud to serve the Gallatin Valley and proud to cheer on the Bobcats. DoorTech, rooted in family, committed to excellence, focused on you. Come see us at our new location in Belgrade, 195 High K Street, or visit DoorTechMT.com.
We're back at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. We remind you that if you're on the go and want to stay connected to live college sports anywhere in the country, you can download the free Varsity Network app, available on Apple and Android. With new features this season, it's easier than ever to listen live and keep up with your favorite teams. Don't miss a moment. Get the Varsity Network app now. 2:45 to go, first half. Bobcats leading the Vikings 41-29. Terry Miller Jr. with 2 fouls just checked back in for Portland State. Brian, what are you thinking about?
Yeah, it's all about tempo right now. The Bobcats 18-zip in fast break points. They're 13-2 in points off turnovers, and those two overlap. You can get a turnover point that leads to a fast break point, but the Bobcats have been able to create some turnovers. They've created 8 so far, and they've converted. They've been aggressive, and I think Portland State's used to teams that try and slow the game down against them. The Cats have done the opposite. I love it at altitude where they are short players. Get them on an up-and-down game and wear them out.
Almonrood with the basketball for MSU. 8 to shoot, up to King, into the lane, goes into traffic, lays it good. Attack Terry Miller's got the 2 fouls, who really just couldn't play defense there. Christian King has 5.
Boy, and there was a tiny bit of contact there. Miller could have picked up his 3rd.
Miller reigns home with 3 from the top of the key. He's got 16 in the first half.
Yeah, the transition defense there. Step just goes too deep into the paint. You got to trail or transition, rather, to the top of the key against a guy like Miller, because that's where he's going.
Howie Keene working the left baseline. Throws it out to Jed Miller on the left wing. Big first half on his senior night. Takes it around to the right wing. Up to the top, 7 to shoot. Around to the left wing for King. 5. King to the top, 4. Into the lane, 2. Had it knocked free out of bounds, and it's going to Portland State at the end of the shot clock.
Yeah, right there. King got bumped, and they've been letting this game play, so no whistle. He got knocked off balance, lost control of the basketball, and it's a turnover.
MSU led by Jed Miller, who's got 15 points. On the other side, it's Terry Miller Jr., who's got 16, another senior as well.
It's Miller time.
Oh, yeah. Crack open a cold one. 1:35 to go in the first half. Hand off the top. Kenzie. Looking for room, works his way to the elbow, picks up the dribble, throws back up to the top of the key. Dupree looking for room, one-on-one against Jed Miller, into the lane, leans in, that's no good, fight for the rebound, body's falling, diving for the loose ball, it is out of bounds. It's the Bobcats who will have the possession.
1:17 to go there. Miller gets caught against Dupree on a drive. That's a scary moment because that 3rd foul gets blown. Boy, it changes the whole complexion of this game. Montana State will use a timeout here, use it or lose it, and hopefully set something up.
Yeah, probably to set something up and just to give everybody a chance for a deep breath.
Yeah, you're going to lose it either way. The only other way you'd use it is if you scored, to call the timeout to get Miller out of the basketball game and protect that foul.
Real milk is a nutrient-rich product. It contains 13 essential nutrients from vitamin A to zinc, all of which are important for a healthy immune system and overall wellness. That's 13 nutrients with seemingly endless benefits. Reach for milk and make every sip count. 1:17 to go first half. Bobcats 43, Vikings 32. MSU trying to win their 7th straight against Portland State in Bozeman. They have lost the last 2 over in Portland.
Yeah, and Henderson's back on the floor. Miller comes out because it's an offensive possession for Montana State. He doesn't want to get his third.
Terry Miller comes out. Jed Miller still on the floor.
There you go. Lots of Millers. It's Miller time, like we said. I would imagine this play is going to involve Christian King and Jed Miller working together. Your two best scorers on the floor. See what they can come up with.
Over to the right wing, Jed Miller turning down to the baseline, brings it back out to the corner. Bounce to the elbow for Jaden Stepp. Facing up, gets inside, underneath, draws contact, no call, bobbled, kick out, whistle. Calling a travel or a foul?
They're going to call foul or travel.
They're going to call travel, yeah. There was a bump there that kind of caused Jaden to think about things. Then he bobbled it, took an extra step. Cats turn it over.
Yeah, second time Jaden's bobbled the ball here tonight that's caused a turnover. You can live with that, though. Jed Miller checks out to protect his foul. Terry Miller comes back in trying to add to his 16 first-half points.
Chris Hodges back into the game for MSU as well, replacing Jaden Stepp, who also has been close to some foul trouble today. He only's got the one, though, right now. 43-32, MSU leads, final minute of the first half. Portland State throws to Terry Miller Jr. on the right wing, down to the mid-post, steps in through a double team, floats it up and home. Man, that's smooth and physical. 18 points for Terry Miller in the first half.
Yeah, he's never in a hurry. He just plays at a consistent pace, and I think he's going to be player of the year in the league.
Yeah. Hodges down to the left block, doubled, kick out, King. Thought about a three, turned it down behind the back dribble, gets down to the left block, fall away, 15-footer, no. Hodges tips the rebound, but Kenzie comes away with it for the Vikings. Shot clock off, 20 seconds left in the half. MSU up by 9, Portland State with the ball.
Vikings will play for one shot here.
Henderson backs it out, 10 to go. At the end of the first half, Henderson bent over the bounce. Bobcats looking to stop something defensively. Henderson with a head of steam into the lane, throws himself at the rim, missed it. King makes the catch, 2 seconds left in the half. King puts up the heave. No good, missed it, left for about half court, and the first half comes to a close. Jed Miller in foul trouble, playing a bunch. Pat McMahon injured on senior day. The Bobcats with just 7 active players right now, and yet they lead the Big Sky regular season champs by 9 at the half. It's Montana State 43, Portland State 34 at halftime. We're taking a break for the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
The brand is one of the most recognized in healthcare. The fact that we've been in Montana for over 80 years shows our strength. I'm Lisa Kelly, president of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana. I'm proud that we have the local presence, and yet we're also very fortunate to leverage the size of our larger organization, including innovative products and services at the larger national level, and be able to bring that to Montana for all of our members in the future.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
Great houses start with a sound foundation. That foundation starts with a mortgage with Sarah Kelzer and team at Rate. She is Bozeman's trusted mortgage specialist with 20 years experience that knows the neighborhood. We have great rates and personalized home lending solutions, and our decisions are made quickly so you can move into your dream home sooner. Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Call Sarah at 406-580-6604 or apply online. Equal housing lender subject to credit approval. NMLS number 400361.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up, pump it up.
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road, pump it up, oh yeah.
Northern States Fishing Tools, a proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats, has been serving the eastern Montana and western North Dakota oil fields since 1978. We are here to provide you with the best tools and services, all at competitive prices. Northern States Fishing Tools services the Williston Basin with fishing and rental tools, along with downhole tools that include packers, plugs, and through tubing equipment. We have the expert knowledge to give you satisfying results based on your specific needs. Go Bobcats!
Back courtside at the brick with Bobcats leading the Vikings 43-34 at the half on senior day. And the Bobcats down one of their seniors, Pat McMahon, appearing to injure his foot here early in that first half. And yet the Bobcats still have a 9-point lead at the break. Brian, how is Montana State doing it?
Yeah, the offense is clicking. I mean, they're shooting 50 from 2, 50 from 3. And you go back to the game in Portland, they scored 54 points on the night. They got 43 in the first half. They're going to cross that barrier easily. So the offense has shown up in spades, and even without Pat McMahon out there, they're getting things done. Seth Almenrud was huge. Jed Miller, no-brainer. Obviously, he's huge. Jeremiah Davis's 8-0 start, all of that key to Bobcat first-half explosion.
All right, well, we'll see if the Bobcats can carry it over in the second half. Such a monumental game for this Bobcat squad, sitting at 9-6 in conference play. They are tied for second place with Eastern Washington, who is in action against Northern Colorado today. We'll talk about that and more in just a bit. But first, we're taking a break. Montana State leading Portland State 43-34. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land-grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
There is a local ranch just outside of Boise, Idaho, that has masterfully bred Japanese Wagyu cattle with American Angus cattle. Now this American-style Wagyu beef is available to you and your family. Rosars presents Snake River American-style Wagyu beef. Snake River Farms beef is famously found in many exclusive 5-star steak restaurants. Snake River Farms, available at your local neighborhood Rosars.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins Lumber believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins Lumber, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Montana State University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Gillogly back with you at the break. Brian Priebe with us as well as we get ready to go for the second half of the Bobcats leading the Vikings 43-34. See every play, every big win, every Cats moment with the clarity you deserve. At Advanced Thompson Vision, our team specializes in LASIK and cataract surgery to help restore and improve your vision. Because when it comes to cheering for the Bobcats, you don't want to miss a thing. Vance Thompson Vision is proud to be the official LASIK provider of Montana State Bobcat Athletics. Learn more and book your consultation today at VanceThompsonVision.com. All right, let's pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. This is Montana State Basketball. Montana State and Portland State getting ready to go for the second half as Bobcats looking for their 10th conference win. All right, we're going to step aside from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. It's the Bobcats 43 and the Vikings 34. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Who's ready to experience Montana's high alpine like never before? This winter, Big Sky Resort unveils Kirkcliff, a stunning 2-story glass observatory at the summit of Lone Peak, surrounded by unobstructed views spanning 3 states, 2 national parks, and countless mountain ranges. The most thrilling part of the experience, standing at 11,166 feet on a transparent glass floor. Plan your visit to Big Sky and experience Kirkcliff, redefining what it means to experience Montana's high country. Looking for the perfect place to fuel up before the game or celebrate a Bobcat win? Come on down to Rib & Chop House. We have locations in Bozeman, Billings, Butte, Great Falls, and Livingston, where premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs meet unmatched hospitality. Join us on Tuesday nights at 6:30 in Bozeman for great food and fanfare with the Cat Chat Coaches Show. Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching with friends, do it with flavor. Rib & Chop House, proud partner of Montana State. Go Cats!
Visiting West Yellowstone during the winter is a rare treat. The snow-covered landscape, frozen waterfalls, and frosted trees create a surreal winterscape. You'll enjoy our renowned hospitality, authentic Montana cuisine, and unmatched recreational opportunities. We encourage our guests to recreate responsibly and plan ahead to ensure a memorable trip. Plan your experience at DestinationYellowstone.com or YellowstoneDestination.com.
Rocky Mountain Credit Union has supported Montana State athletics for over 40 years and provides a local credit union for past, present, and future Bobcats. You can have it all with RMCU. Low rates, mobile banking, a place to start saving, or work on building your credit. Visit your local branch or online at rmcu.net to become a member today. That's rmcu.net. Go Bobcats.
Back at the brick, getting ready to go for the second half. Montana State is leading Portland State 43-34. All right, let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard presented by First Interstate Bank. Some of the other scores right now at the half. Montana leading Sacramento State up 42-32. So Montana up 10 at home against Sac State. Northern Arizona and Idaho over in Moscow. Idaho leading 47-33 with 17 minutes to go in the second half. And Northern Colorado and Eastern Washington tied at 40 at the half. And the women are about to tip off right now. So that's what's going on elsewhere around the league right now. All right, we'll take one more break. When we come back, we are ready to go for the second half. Montana State leading Portland State 43-34. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Ready to upgrade your space? Choose the local experts at Futura Cabinetry Inc. With over 50 years of experience, no job is too small. From cabinets and counters to closets and full installations, we deliver exceptional craftsmanship at the best pricing in town. Come meet your neighbors at Bozeman's best cabinet shop, Futura Cabinetry Inc. Quality, value, and experience you can trust.
At Northwestern Energy, we're committed to helping all of our service areas thrive.
Because these communities are more than just spots on a map, they're our homes too.
From hosting charity events and funding local scholarships
to leading economic development projects, we'll continue to donate our time and resources
to help deliver a bright future for everyone. For more information, visit northwesternenergy.com/inyourcommunity.
Town & Country Foods is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. As a locally owned company, we believe the benefit of buying local helps support the local economies in southwest Montana. Our stores offer great selections of items you need every day, including organics, specialty foods, fresh meats and produce, along with incredible selections from our bakery and deli departments. Town & Country Foods is 100% employee-owned and serves southwest Montana with 9 locations. Visit your local Town & Country Foods today. Go Cats!
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
back in the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, courtside at the Brick. Bobcats leading the Vikings 43-34. Bobcats in that first half led by Jed Miller on his senior night, 15 points, 2 Wendy's 3 balls. He had 3 assists, 2 steals, 2 rebounds. Christian King, 5 points, 4 rebounds. Seth Almenrud with 10 points and 3 rebounds as well. Unfortunately, Pat McMahon only played 5 minutes in that first half, appeared to re-injure that foot that he has been battling throughout the year, and right now I do not see him out in the layup lines for Montana State. So we'll see what the prognosis is for that going forward. All right, Brian, what are we looking at here going into the second half?
Yeah, I don't think a lot changes for the keys to this game. It's still going to come down to three-pointers. The one thing I might add, having watched this first half, is can the Bobcats keep the tempo where they want it? Right now they are playing faster, quicker, more athletic than Portland State, and that's not something that the Vikings are used to, I'll tell you that.
Well, one interesting wrinkle to that story, too, is it's not like Portland State is playing with a ton more depth. Now, they are playing with more depth, and they actually played a lot of guys. This is not normal for what they usually do.
Exactly, but at the same time, they're a team that's really dependent on their starting five, both scoring, rebounding. They just play through those starting five, and at altitude, coming from sea level, that doesn't work. They've got to play more guys, and a little foul trouble by Terry Miller Jr. didn't hurt.
Yeah, they've played 7 guys off the bench. That is not something they usually do, ever. They've got 2 or 3 guys in the top 5 in the league in minutes per game. So, as you mentioned, they ride those starters a lot. But, I mean, that's an insane number. They played as many guys off the bench that the Bobcats have available to them, period. Full stop right now.
Yeah, and that's scary. But that's the reality that Montana State's in, and they've just got to continue to play through it. You see McMahon walking out, shoes untied. Doesn't look like a guy who's getting back in there tonight. So it's going to be up to those 7 guys to carry the load.
Bobcat basketball is brought to you by Kendall Ford of Bozeman, a proud sponsor of Montana State Athletics. From your seat at the game to your driver's seat, enjoy every minute. When you're ready for something new, get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great. So we are 30 seconds away from the start of the second half. We're back in action again on Saturday for a 1 o'clock tip-off on the air at 12:30, and the Bobcats playing at 6 o'clock on Monday up in Flagstaff to end the regular season, and then we'll know what that Big Sky tournament looks like, and we'll see. Bobcats right now tied for second place. But the big question after this game is going to be, did Pat McMahon hurt that stress fracture, and will he be available the rest of the season, or is his career done, and we just won't know for a while?
Yeah, I think the Bobcats could survive the weekend, the 3-5, but I don't see how they go through the tournament with just 7 bodies that are healthy.
So we'll see. Pat McMahon sitting on the bench, dapping up his teammates. He's right in the middle there right now. We'll just see how it all plays out. I mean, you just imagine the emotional toll on this coaching staff for all the guys that have been hurt this year.
Yeah, you've got the emotional toll for the coaches. You got emotion on the players' side. You remember Jed Miller after Brown went down, just in tears in the layup lines coming out of half.
Portland State inbounds. Kenzie gets a quick look at the bucket, gets inside, out of control hook shot, got his own rebound after the miss, and lays it home. And Keon Kenzie, who had 24 in the first meeting against MSU, gets his first bucket tonight.
Yeah, and 18 of those were in the second half. So Kenzie gets his first points here of the game in the second half. Seems to be a second half guy when he plays Montana State.
Jed Miller with the bounce out on the right wing, up to King at the top of the key. Lob over to the left wing for Almenrud, who starts the second half. Back to King. Goes right to the wing, spins to his left shoulder, gets underneath with 5 to shoot, kick out left wing, extra pass to the corner. Davis, his 3. Off the inside of the iron, no good, and Kenzie has the rebound.
Yeah, Davis made 2 from that corner on the other end, and he's limping a little bit coming back up the floor.
Henderson puts up a runner. That's no good. Terry Miller grabs a rebound. He goes back up, and that is good. And Terry Miller has 20.
Yeah, and Jeremiah Davis is definitely not 100%. Must have retweaked that ankle that he was coming off of last weekend.
Jed Miller throws into the post, and it's out of bounds. Hodges didn't make the catch. He thought it got tipped, didn't catch it. Turnover by MSU. And, boy, it's only been a minute and 10 seconds, and it already feels like the ball yard's coming undone.
Yeah, right there you can see the frustration on Jeremiah Davis's face. Cats are going to have to come up with some magic here to do some things to play with 6 guys if that's what's necessary going the rest of this half.
Yeah, Jeremiah getting checked out by the trainer now, too. Up to the top for Terry Miller Jr. Has the dribble. Handed off out of the right wing. Back up to the top. Around to Kenzie. Down to the mid-post. Leans in. Got blocked. Jed Miller just blocked the 6'8 Keon Kenzie. Cats into the front court. Howie Keene. Slice and kick. King. The 3. It's good. Christian King pours it in from deep in the left corner.
And the Cats, every time you felt like Portland State had their moment to close this gap, has banged a big 3, and Christian King right there with the answer.
Cats 7 of 14 from downtown today. Portland State with the ball to our left. Out in the right corner, Henderson curls and kicks. Moved into the left corner now. Phipps throws to the top for Minot. Toss into the right corner, Kenzie, 4 to shoot. Kenzie, 3 into the lane. Blocked by Seth Almenroot this time. Cats on the move from left to right. Out to Jed Miller. Left corner, 3. No, he takes it inside. Tries the jumper. Baseline J is no good. And the Bobcats can't convert.
Pretty good closeout by Henderson there. He knew it was in that corner. Didn't want to give him that good look at a 3.
Terry Miller doubled deep in the right corner. Gets out of it. Pass out to the left corner now. Phipps steps inside for a long 2. Rimming, no. Jed Miller has the rebound. Bobcats with the ball on an 8-point lead. 17 and a quarter to go in the game. Christian King, wide open topside 3. That's no good. And the rebound grabbed by Portland State. That was wide open.
Yeah, I like that look, though. Jed Miller drew the defense. A couple guys come to him. King trails it to the top of the key. Gets a good look.
Not all going to go in, but you like when it's a confident take. Out to the right wing, this 3. That's good. Terry Miller pours it in, and he's got 23. Chase Coburn putting a dent in the hardwood with his dress shoes.
Yeah, I saw last week he had 4 energy drinks that he consumed during the game. He looks like he's had a couple already.
Jed Miller with a slice and a kick to the left corner, and Christian King reins in his second Wendy's 3 ball to the second half, and Coach Logie imploring the Bobcat fans to make some noise.
Yeah, and right now Jed Miller's doing a great job of facilitating, getting other guys involved and getting shots. He's going to have to do an awful lot of that.
Contact up top and a foul. Henderson and Hodges collide, and Chris Hodges picks up his first foul. And as you mentioned, the facilitation for Jed Miller, 4 assists so far tonight to go along with his 4 rebounds and 15 points.
Yeah, real good balanced line for the senior, and Christian King's added 4 boards in there. The Cats are going to have to do the rebounding side of things by committee.
Henderson's first free throw is no good.
Portland State, 50% from the line tonight. That's been helpful to keep the Cats out front.
MSU's been in front all night. They had that early 8-0 run. Their longest run, an 11-point run. Henderson's next free throw is good. Died on the heel of the iron before falling in. MSU up 49-42 the ball. 16-10 to go in the game. Miller gets underneath. His pass along the baseline. Knocked out of bounds by Terry Miller.
Yeah, Jed was in a little bit of trouble there. He got to the baseline, but those Portland State defenders are so long, you can't go that baseline corner look, and Jed got bailed out a little bit as Terry Miller couldn't control it.
Bobcats will inbound. Plenty of time on the shot clock here with 21 seconds. From the baseline into King. Makes the catch. Pump fake up. Blocked and out of bounds. And it's staying with MSU.
Same play they ran to open the game to get that first 2 points. Here they run a little fake screen-to-screener action.
Miller's inbounds pass is knocked out of bounds. That felt like he was just throwing it off the hand of the defender to reset.
Yeah, Williams, though, he's got some long arms, man.
Yeah, he's 6'7". Lob out to the right corner for Hodges. Handoff for Miller. Rises and fires. That's no good. Portland State with a rebound. Down 7 with the ball. Henderson slows down as the Cats get back in transition. Shovel pass to Terry Miller at the top. One-hand pass to the left corner. Back to Miller. Terry Miller against Hodges. Has the dribble. Crosses over. Gets to the elbow. Kick out left corner. That 3. In and out. Fight for the rebound. And Minot had it for a moment. Now Howie Keene grabs it, and he saved it, avoided the tie-up. What an effort by Howie Keene on the glass. MSU into the front court. Christian King has the dribble. Goes left around to Hodges' screen. Throws over to the left wing, then given to Miller. Works inside to the left corner. Now tries a 3-ball. That's no good. And Portland State has the rebound. Jed Miller now 2 for 5 from downtown tonight.
Cats have cooled a little bit from 3, 1 for 6 here in the second half.
Down to the right baseline, Terry Miller got blocked by Hodges, and Hodges picks up the loose ball. Oh, it's Terry Miller, and Jed Miller just got tied up. Who's that going on? It's going on Terry Miller. It looked like Terry Miller had kind of Jed grabbed around the arms as he went back. That looked like a wrestling move. That was a weird one.
Yeah, I'd love to see a replay of that. Will they review that for potentially a flagrant?
I mean, it did not look like a basketball play. We're going to go to a break anyway. I don't remember. I didn't watch a lot of WWF or WWE as a kid. That looked like that move where you pick somebody up and then snap them on your leg. I don't know. Let's see if we get a replay. Either way, we got to take a break. 15:05 to go in the game. Bobcats 49, Vikings 42. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky Country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
Ready to upgrade your space? Choose the local experts at Futura Cabinetry Inc. With over 50 years of experience, no job is too small. From cabinets and counters to closets and full installations, we deliver exceptional craftsmanship at the best pricing in town. Come meet your neighbors at Bozeman's best cabinet shop, Futura Cabinetry Inc. Quality, value, and experience you can trust.
Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. outside the box for your complete branding solutions. Located in Bozeman, Montana, we offer a full print shop for banners, signs, wraps, trade show booths and graphics, promotional products, and much more. If you can think it, we can ink it. We are a proud supporter and corporate sponsor of the MSU Bobcats. Like us on Facebook to see some of our cat wraps. Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. and call us at 406-922-6462 or visit us on the web at inkoutside.com.
Toyota is a proud partner of Bobcat men's basketball. Visit Toyota.com or your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places. From the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, 15:05 to go in the game. Bobcats lead the Vikings 49-42. They just reviewed a foul on Terry Miller. There was no extra call. I did find a replay real quick. And Jed Miller was kind of hunched over. Terry Miller was reaching over him. He ended up kind of on Jed Miller's back. And then as Terry Miller fell backwards, he reached his arm around Jed and pulled him with him. So then Jed landed on Terry. And that connection of two Millers getting crushed underneath. And it is Terry Miller who rightfully gets hauled with his third foul.
Yeah, big call for the Cats because it would have been the third on Jed had it gone the other way or if they'd called a double foul.
49-42, MSU leads, 14:54 to go in the game. Jed Miller doubled down in the right corner, those into the middle of the lane, kick out, step, his 3-ball, got it. Jaden Stepp pours it home from the right wing. He's got 5, and he's now 4 for 6 from downtown over his last 3 games.
He has absolutely been tremendous, and his timing to make those threes is really what stands out.
Back to a 10-point lead after that Stepp, Wendy's 3-ball. Top side, Henderson, his 3. That's good. Reins it in. He was left wide open. He's only 25% from downtown, so he really doesn't shoot it that often from there. But now he's got 10. Big response.
Yeah, and you've got to let him shoot it because he's so good off the dribble. You're not going to stop him in that scenario.
Almonrood reins it in from the left corner. The hometown sharpshooter, Seth Almonrood, has his third 3 of the night.
Cats have been living out of that left corner. King's got 1. Jeremiah Davis has 2. Seth has 3 from that spot.
By the way, Jeremiah Davis back in there now. Henderson tries a 3. Rimming. Oh, he got it. Wow. Oh, that was the scenic route around the rim and fell in. But good to see Jeremiah Davis back in there fighting that ankle injury. Jed Miller with the ball at the top. Works his way into the lane. Throws to the left corner. Keen's turn. That's no good. Seth Almonrood tipped the rebound, but he tipped it out of bounds. So it'll be Viking ball. It's Montana State leading 55-48, 13:33 to go in the ball game.
Second half, Cats are 4 for 9 from 3. They're 4 for 11 from the field. So 2 twos they've shot so far here in the first 7 minutes of the second half.
Bobcats trying to go to 7-1 in Big Sky play at home. Henderson working out on the left wing. Had it knocked free from behind by Jed Miller, and the Bobcats pick it up on the carry. Almenrud into the front court. Throws down to the right corner. Miller is open. Boom! Jed Miller rising under the bright lights on senior night. 18 points for Jed Miller. Bobcats back to a 10-point advantage. 13 minutes left. Long pass to the left corner. Henderson tries it again. That one no good. The Bobcats grab the rebound on a hop. Jed Miller works his way across the timeline. Slows it down to the right wing with the dribble. Gets the play call in. Everybody on their feet right now. Bounce pass to Stepp at the top. Stepp puts it on the floor to his right, down to the right baseline, posting up underneath. His pass tipped, recovered. Keane up and lays it in. It got tipped as Howie Keane was going up, and as that ball just kind of sat on his hand, he rolled it home. Cats up 12. And then a foul underneath on Jaden Stepp. Yeah, Jaden Stepp, his second, as he was playing some defense on Terry Miller underneath.
Yeah, that was well before the ball was in the area. Stepp just decided to give him a quick hug, let him know he appreciates his efforts.
So Portland State to inbound the ball. Down to the right baseline, Terry Miller. Long overhand pass into the left corner. Now to the left wing for Phipps. Works his way into the lane. Splits 2 defenders. Floats it. No. Jed Miller had the defense. Almenrud the rebound. The Bobcats have the ball in a 12-point lead with 12 and a quarter to go. Miller. His pass tipped free by Terry Miller, and Terry takes it away. He throws ahead. Kenzie bobbles, and it's knocked out of bounds. And it is going to Portland State. It'll stay with the Vikings. Great hustle by Almenrud to get back.
Yeah, that was great hustle because that was about to be a big-time dunk and a momentum play for Portland State. You've been able to keep them from the momentum plays. Important.
Ooh, that's a foul on, they called that on Stepp?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
He put both hands on him as he tried to bounce it.
I missed that initial part because then Terry Miller had the shove off, but the hands were on first by Jaden Stepp. His third, Chris Hodges into the game.
Yeah, Stepp's giving you some good offense, but Chris Hodges' defense and his ability to block shots has been pretty key here in this game. They've been a good two-headed monster tonight.
Boy, you think the coaches want this one? They are fired up tonight. Cats up 12 with 12 to go. Down to the left baseline, Henderson puts it up and lays it home. Tough finish again by Jalen Henderson, who's got 15, averages 18 a game, their point guard. 10-point advantage for the Cats. Jed Miller goes left around a screen, poked away from behind. Almenrud picks up the loose ball. Pass into the post. Hodges can't control it after a tip. Now throws it out to the right wing. Keane, that's no good off the inside of the iron. And a fight for the ball. It is out of bounds and staying with Montana State.
Ball bounced before it hit Miller. Miller saw it, turned to the official right away to get the call, begged for the call.
What hustle for that loose ball. And how about these Cats? What effort, what grit, what resiliency tonight as the Bobcats shorthanded with two arms tied behind their back. Still have a 10-point lead against the Big Sky champs. 11:33 to go in the game. It's the Bobcats 60, Vikings 50. Back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position after this. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Debilitating joint pain can keep you from doing the things you love most. At Bozeman Health Spine and Joint Institute, we take a holistic approach to your orthopedic surgery, combining state-of-the-art orthopedic capabilities with whole health optimization. We'll work with you to identify and address any medical issues prior to your surgery. Our optimized health approach ensures your surgery is just the beginning of a new, pain-free life. Explore more at bozemanhealth.org/SJI.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Down come who? Pump it up! Pump it up!
Town of Pomp is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Right down the road, pump it up, yeah.
Pickleball is the fastest growing sport in the U.S. for a reason. It's instantly fun, easy to learn, but can take years to master. And Pickler Bozeman's state-of-the-art indoor facility is truly spectacular. 13 courts, a full gym and shower facilities with tons of space for private events and parties. Drop in and see what everyone is talking about. Take the cold out of winter and join the fun. We're at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 11:33 to go in the game. MSU leads 60-50 over Portland State. Bobcats have the ball here. And Brian, how are the Cats doing this? They've already outscored themselves from the first meeting when they scored 55 points.
Yeah, it's just the shooting's been so good, almost 50% from both 3 and 2. 11 made threes carries you a long way. There's 33 of your 60 points are from behind the arc. They've done the job at the free throw line when they've got there, and they forced 11 turnovers. Put it all together, and you've got yourself a 10-point lead. Got to keep the pedal to the metal because these guys aren't going to let up coming at you.
Correction, Cats actually scored 54 points in that first meeting, a tight loss at Portland State. Howie Keene throws to the right corner. Almanrud, quick trigger, got it. Seth Almanrud showing up in a big way, knocking down shots for his hometown squad. 13-point lead for MSU, approaching their largest lead of the evening. Just over 11 minutes to go in the game. Terry Miller open for three. Yes, he's going to hit that most of the time. 26 points for Terry Miller. He's got about half of the Vikings' points tonight.
And he's 5 for 6 from 3. Like, he's a good shooter, but he ain't 5 of 6 good. He's going to have to cool off. The percentages are going to play off.
And now a foul underneath. That's on Jalen Henderson, his second. Coaches wanted to foul out high when Hodges got bumped on the arm. Man, the emotion is just bubbling over. It really has been since about, 10 minutes into this game. It started like this.
Well, yeah, I mean, the Portland State team was so emotional in warm-ups. I mean, they were hooting and hollering and doing their thing. Cats saved their emotional outburst from when the game started.
Christian King out of the right wing, throws into the right corner for Jeremiah Davis, who's gritting his teeth tonight with a banged-up ankle. Out to Jed Miller at the top. Goes left around a screen. Throws back the other way to Davis. Drives with a lefty dribble into the lane. Bounce pass in traffic. Tipped out of bounds. And it's staying with Montana State, but just 3.6 seconds left on the shot clock.
Yeah, right there. You got to go score that basketball. Trying to make the extra pass. Too tight of quarters for JD. He's got to go finish.
That's exactly what Coach Bishop was saying on the bench as well. Jed Miller working on the baseline. Throws into the left corner. King underneath to Miller. Lays it up. That's good. Jed Miller finishes just before the horn of the shot clock. And it's 20 points for Jed Miller, number 24, on his senior day. Crowd coming to life. Coach Logie didn't even have to ask. Terry Miller out on the right wing. Works his way toward the right baseline. Double team comes. Picks up the dribble. And he's out of bounds. And it's Bobcat ball. He tried to throw it off the defender, and he stepped on the sideline instead. And the Bobcats forced the turnover again. That's 12 for Portland State.
Yeah, and the Cats double team has been effective against Miller. When he's been able to score, it's really been face-up threes off pick and pops with Henderson. There he did that same thing. Hodges gets out to him. The double team comes. Turnover.
10 minutes to go. Cats up 65-53. They have led all night. Can they finish this thing off in a season with so many injuries, including tonight, and in a season in which they've had a number of big leads lost, and now a foul on Portland State. That's the third on Jalen Henderson. And how did Jed Miller get that out of the double team on the right sideline to Hodges?
Yeah, he literally just threw it to a place where no one was, and Hodges released to go get the ball. Henderson thought he could get there first. He didn't. Foul. Big third foul on Henderson.
Lobbing to Hodges in the right corner. Brings it out of that corner. Handoff for Miller off a screen. Gets underneath. Hands it off for Hodges. Goes up, lays it. Good. And one. What a find by Jed Miller. And Chris Hodges would not be denied at the rim.
Hodges, big play right there. Gets his total up to 5 on the night and a free throw pending.
Kelsey Phipps picks up the second foul. So on Cat Chat this week, I did issue a bit of a challenge to Bobcat fans one thing we've seen, despite the great crowds, they've kind of waited for Coach Logie to pump them up. So I asked, if you're at the game, can you start making some noise, get loud, maybe get a funny look from your neighbor in the seats before Coach Logie asks? They've done it tonight.
They've been pretty active tonight, for sure.
Hodges missed the free throw, unable to complete the three-point play. And Portland State has the ball, but they're facing their largest deficit of the night, down by 14. Dupree throws up to the top, then around to Henderson on the right wing. Henderson goes to Minot at the top. Handoff at the top again. Now Terry Miller against Jed Miller. Over to the right wing, Henderson. He tries a three. That's short. The Bobcats have the rebound. Happy to give that shot up.
Yeah, you got to take your chances with Henderson. If he's not penetrating and putting pressure on your defense and shooting threes, I think you win that more than you don't.
Jed Miller, hook pass to the corner. Extra pass to Christian King. Rattles in and out. And Portland State has the rebound. Vikings into the front court. Jalen Henderson slows it down to the right wing. Around to Terry Miller. He tries an NBA three. That one's no good. Christian King wins the rebound. Boy, you love to see that. He could be a phenomenal rebounder with his size and spring.
Yeah, and as a sophomore, he's only going to get better.
Cats call timeout. Howie Keene pumping everybody up, and Bobcat fans rise to their feet. So we're going to take a break as well. Oh, man, Montana State just will not be denied by any hurdle and any adversity in front of them tonight. From the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, 8:39 to go in the game. It's the Bobcats 67, the Vikings 53. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
It was a nice spring day, so I decided to do a little work around the house. I didn't think anything of it. I've dug 1,000 holes 1,000 times until I hit a shallow gas line. The repair cost me over $5,000, and in one fell swoop, the family vacation was kaput. I know I'm not the only one, but it still hurts. Next time I'm calling 811 before I dig.
Learn from Jerry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org. There is a local ranch just outside of Boise, Idaho, that has masterfully bred Japanese Wagyu cattle with American Angus cattle. Now this American-style Wagyu beef is available to you and your family. Rosars presents Snake River American-style Wagyu beef. Snake River Farms beef is famously found in many exclusive five-star steak restaurants. Snake River Farms, available at your local neighborhood Rosars.
At Williams Homes, we're more than builders. We're family. For over 30 years, our name has meant quality care and homes built to last for generations. Because buying a home isn't just about today. It's about your future. Right now, we're locking in prices on move-in ready homes. No surprises, no shifting costs. Plus, for a limited time, get flex cash for closing costs, upgrades, HOA fees, or a rate buy-down. Your dreams deserve a strong foundation. Williams Homes, built by our family for yours. Visit williamshomes.com.
For the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, we remind you that Town Pump is exclusive sponsor of the exciting Brawl of the Wild. Town Pump invites you to visit a Town Pump on your way home for gas and snacks. Safe travels from Town Pump. 8:39 to go in the game. Well, we're going to have another stoppage here soon when we get under 8 minutes to go. Bobcats leading 67-53 over Portland State. Vikings locked up a share of the Big Sky title on Saturday when the Bobcats lost. Bobcats are still mathematically in the hunt, and they're tied for second in the Big Sky right now, despite all of the adversity they've faced. And tonight has just been such an outpouring of emotion for the guys on the floor.
Absolutely. You want to see them finish it and be rewarded for it. Up 14 with 8 to go. 14 points is not enough. You're going to need to probably break 80 tonight to get the W. They're not too far from that, but got to keep playing, keep pressing on.
Oh, man. Cats inbound to basketball. Around to the left wing for Howie Keene. Picks up the dribble, gives to Christian King. Back to Howie Keene. Bounce pass to the top. Hodges with 4 to shoot. Hodges on the floor. Gets to the rack. Floats it up off the rim. No. Rebound out of bounds. And that's staying with Montana State. And they get the fresh shot clock to 20 seconds.
That's a big offensive rebound. Called a team rebound, but big play. Gets Montana State fresh life.
The Bobcats gave up so many offensive rebounds in that loss at Weber State on Thursday. Jed Miller gets it into Hodges. Handoff for Miller in the right corner. Looking for room. Now rises for 3. Boom. Oh, yeah, Jed Miller pouring it home on the right side. The Cats lead by 17.
And Chris Hodges gets 2 assists on that. He grabbed Henderson, he pushed Henderson, he screened Henderson, and got Jed open.
Basketball or MMA? Working from the top around to the left wing for Henderson. Goes to the elbow for Terry Miller against Jed Miller. Size mismatch, but not by heart. Terry Miller hooks it up, swirls it home. 28 for Terry Miller Jr.
And that's a missed travel call. He switched his pivot foot. Easy call. Got missed right there. Cost Cat a couple points.
And Coach Coburn getting the stop from the officials right now. Coburn has a shirt tail loose. Bobcats have the ball. Back up by 15. Howie Keene hands it off for Jeremiah Davis. Works his way to the right wing. Now slashes into the lane. Drop off for Hodges, who wasn't ready. In and out of his hands. Live ball turnover. Here comes Portland State. Henderson into traffic. Floats it up. Good and one. He went right at the chest of Howie Keene. Banked it off the glass and swirled it home. That is an Olympic-level finish from Jalen Henderson. Let's step aside for the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 7:11 to go in the game. It's the Bobcats 70 and the Vikings 57. Your list of Bobcat basketball presented by Learfield.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
You are a Bobcat fan, and your seat matters. Section 108, right in the middle. And a perfect view of the fast break, alley-oop, and slam dunk. At Kendall Ford of Bozeman, we're a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Where you sit matters, as in the driver's seat. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great.
Universal Athletic has been a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 50 years. Check out their great selection of Bobcat apparel and accessories for all your game day needs. Shop in store at their North 7th Avenue location or online at shop.msubobcats.com for everything you need to cheer on your Bobcats. Universal Athletic, a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 50 years. Go Cats!
First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 7:11 to go in the game. Bobcats lead 70-57 over the Portland State Vikings. Jed Miller's got 23 points on his senior night. Seth Almenrud has 16, and Christian King has 11. And the Bobcats fighting against Terry Miller Jr. He's got 28. He's 10 of 14 with 5 threes. And Jalen Henderson with 17 points tonight. All right, Brian, 7:11 to go. Bobcats have a double-digit lead here, but they've given some of those up this season. How do they finish this thing off?
Yeah, they got to just keep the foot on the gas offensively. This is not a game to slow it down. Portland State averages giving up 69 points a game. You've got 70 with 7 minutes to go. You'd think this game's in the bag. It's not in the bag. Portland State is explosive offensively. They've got multiple wins this year coming from double digits down. And so the Cats can't let up. There can be no relaxation if you're wearing white.
How about Howie Keene? 23 minutes tonight, only 2 points, but he has really done a nice job as Jalen Henderson goes to the line trying to complete a three-point play, and it's just amazing how, one guy gets cut down and somebody else grows up in his place.
Yeah, the old next man up thing is obviously a sports cliche, but with this Bobcat roster, it's just actually happened.
So Jalen Henderson at the line. And he's unable to complete the three-point play. Kenzie, though, grabs the rebound, and then his pass is picked off by Jed Miller.
That's a big steal.
Every possession feels so monumental, even with a 13-point lead. Cats have led all night. Can they go wire to wire tonight? Howie Keene throws over the left wing for Christian King. Takes it into the lane. Hop stop, puts it up, floats it home. That's a tough finish by Christian King. You love to see that. He's got 13.
Boy, and that's a big shot. Cats needed to push this lead. They need to keep this thing in double digits for as long as possible.
Into Terry Miller. Bad pass, knocked away, and the Bobcats have the ball. And then a foul on Terry Miller. I believe. We'll double check. Yeah, that's on Terry Miller. That's his fourth.
That's a really not a good foul by the senior there. Cats will take it, but Miller effectively now cannot guard at all. He cannot foul out. Portland State needs him on the floor too bad.
Bobcats have the ball from left to right. Over to Howie Keene on the right wing. Takes it to the top, bounce to Christian King, into the lane, swarmed, and there's the foul. That was Tidor reaching in and whacking him on the arm. That's his first.
Boy, and I'll tell you, if Howie King was a little more veteran player, he would take and just drive right at Miller Jr.'s chest, because he's just going to olay you and give you a layup.
Boy, you can really see the flashes for Howie Keene, his father, great player at the University of Illinois. Here into Christian King, down to the right block. Spins left shoulder, hooks it up, little short. Hodges, the putback, yes! Oh, he almost gator-armed it, bounced off the rim and fell in. 6 minutes left, 74-57 MSU. Lob into the post for Miller. He throws it back out to Tidor. Now that pass knocked free by Jed Miller and out of bounds. Great effort to jump the passing lane by Jed Miller.
Defense is held up strong here. The Cats holding Portland State at 57 points right now. They're on pace for just about 70, be about 5 points below their average.
To the elbow, Henderson throws out to the right wing. Tidor spins into the lane, goes to the rack, jacks it up. No, Jed Miller has the rebound after the defense. 5-on-4. Tidor races back. Jed Miller gives it to Hodges on the perimeter. Back to Miller. Slow it down for a second. Take a deep breath.
A three right here would blow this place open.
Soak it all in. These are the moments you live for. Jed Miller lobs down to Hodges, makes the catch on the elbow. One dribble kick out. Seth Almenard from the left wing. Boom! The hometown sniper. He takes the lid off, and the Bobcats have a 20-point lead.
Great play by Chris Hodges to find Almenard wide open on the wing.
Henderson drives and kicks out to the right corner. Working the baseline. Dupree puts it up. That's no good, and a foul. 4:55 to go. MSU leads 77-57. The foul's on Hodges, his second.
Well, it's just another thing to think about when you have such a short bench. You just can't have foul trouble. Foul trouble's you're just as big an enemy as anything when you only have 7 guys healthy.
Jaden Stepp has 3. Jed Miller has 2. He picked both of those up in the first half, and now Hodges has 2. Alex Dupree gets the free throw to fall, his first point of the night. Student section, it is Greek night tonight, chanting, Portland's not a state. Neither is Weber, for that matter.
Gotta love the creativity.
That's a classic. And Dupree knocks down both free throws, and Portland is still a city. Bobcats inbound the basketball, leading 77-59. A little pressure in the backcourt. The Bobcats slice through it. Now MSU will slow it down. Couple of SoCal kids. Miller against Kenzie. Throws over to Christian King on the left wing. Give it to Hodges. Up at the top. Around to Miller. 10 to shoot. Miller to the right wing. 9. Double comes. Throw into the right corner. Almenard 7. Slash into the lane. 5. Bounce pass back to Miller. Steps to his left. Rises for 3. That's no good. And Portland State has the rebound.
Oh, and Miller thought that thing was good. He was backpedaling out of there. Thought he had it.
He's had a great night tonight. Jed Miller with 23 points and 4 threes. He's still 4 for 8 even after that miss. Into the lane, Henderson. Knocked free by Howie Keene. Henderson recovers despite the diving effort. Into the lane, Dupree going to the rack. Lays it short. Tip back, yes, by Minot. Howie Keene affected the initial shot. And the putback is good by Portland State. Over to the left sideline. Toss into the left corner for Christian King. He's got a wide open Hodges. Finds him underneath, and Hodges lays it home. Chris Hodges, a big second half. He's got 9 on his senior night.
And Portland State is now in desperation mode defensively, taking all kinds of chances.
Oh, Chris Hodges. Sorry, I had to jump in for that thing as Chris Hodges got up and dented the floor. And the Bobcat fans rising to their feet. And Coach Logie is as fired up as anybody in the Bobcat blue and gold. We'll step aside for the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 3:39 to go in the game. Montana State 79, Portland State 61. You're listening to Bobcat basketball presented by Learfield.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky Country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
Whether it's game day or work day, Montanans count on strength, precision, and reliability. At DoorTech, we bring the same championship mindset to every garage door we install, service, and repair. Rooted in 6 generations of Montana grit and committed to excellence, we're proud to serve the Gallatin Valley and proud to cheer on the Bobcats. DoorTech, rooted in family, committed to excellence, focused on you. Come see us at our new location in Belgrade, 195 High K Street, or visit DoorTechMT.com.
The Bobcats are proud to present these preferred local partners as members of Bobcat Built, Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems, Bryant, whatever it takes, Carrier Heating and Air Conditioning, Carrier, turn to the experts, Ace Roofing, building Montana strong, one roof at a time, Rivers Landscaping, crafting superior outdoor spaces, and NW Construction, proud to call Bozeman home. Montana State Athletics encourages our fans to choose these local businesses. They are proud local sponsors and demonstrate what it means to be a Bobcat. We are Bobcat Built.
From the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, 3:39 to go in the game. Bobcats up 79-61 against the Vikings. Montana State in conference play over the last 4.5 years, so over the span of Pat McMahon's career. They are 36-8 in this building and trying to finish off another home win against the team that just locked up a share of the Big Sky title. The Bobcats trying to stay mathematically in that race tonight.
Yeah, they're mathematically, and Portland State has had terrors in the Treasure State over the years. Getting swept here is almost an annual tradition. If they go to Missoula off this loss, they could lose that one, and all of a sudden they go home, and a Weber State team that could be fighting for a first-round bye could be in effect, and you never know what happens. The Cats eligible to get that number 1 overall seed.
Portland State inbounding. Down on their own baseline, get it into Terry Miller, palms it with his left hand, working on Christian King, slings it along the baseline, right corner 3. That's no good. Jed Miller has the rebound. The Bobcats on the cusp is running this thing out with 3:25 to go in the game. MSU 79, Portland State 61.
Jed on the verge of a double-double, just needs a couple of boards here to get that done.
Does have 2 of those this year already. First 2 of his career, playing in his 100th career game. 9 seconds to shoot, winding toward the 3-minute mark. Jed Miller out of the right wing, turns down to the right baseline, throw back to King, fires for 3. Front iron, no. Portland State with a rebound.
They just ran Portland State's bread and butter play there where they put Henderson and Miller in that kind of action. This time it was King and R. Miller.
Henderson gives it to Minot, around to the left wing, into the left corner. Bryson Long takes it out to the free throw line, his jumper. That's no good, and Jed Miller has the rebound. And the Bobcats can slow it down. Portland State just doesn't have anybody else to score outside of Terry Miller and Jalen Henderson right now.
Yeah, and then Minot gets some offensive putbacks, and that's their offense, and that's not enough. I just don't think that's enough to win. Now, I know they've won a lot of games, but if you look at their record on the year, it's a lot of close wins. They won their first 2 games of the year in overtime in league. It's just been living on the edge, and that edge got thinner tonight.
4 to shoot. Seth Almenrud again. Boom! Seth Almenrud lighting the fuse at the brick.
Absolutely tremendous. Pat McMahon goes down. Almenrud comes in, gives you 22. That's just what you draw up.
Jumper no good. Minot comes away with a rebound. Throws back out to Henderson on the right wing. Curls down to the right block. Lays it home. Tough finish. And a timeout called by Portland State. How would you like to be able to listen to us while synced up to your TV in the comfort of your own home? Go to syncmygame.com to find out how. Boy, Bobcat fans have been awesome tonight. 1:51 to go. MSU up 82-63. And just you can feel the electricity all throughout the stadium tonight.
Yeah, it's been tremendous. And I think the Bobcat fans heard your challenge at Cat Chat to really get loud tonight, and they've had plenty to cheer about. The Cats have been excellent on the offensive end. They've been inspired on the defensive end, and anytime a team makes 15 threes, you got to enjoy that night.
Seth Almenrud, who Played 2 years at Dawson Community College, where he was an All-American last year. He was only the 7th All-American in the 70-year history of Dawson. He won 2 Class C state championships over at Manhattan Christian. He actually committed to Denver before a coaching change, then came here. He was going to redshirt before all the injuries. He's the guy who got the red shirt pulled off, and now on a career night, on senior night, 22 points. Catch to inbound, facing a full court press into Jed Miller. Long pass ahead, Christian King bobbles it, and it's out of bounds. The Bobcats turn it over.
That's the one thing you can't do. That's the only thing that gives Portland State hope is empty possessions that in before you cross the timeline. Up 19, you're safe, but take care of the basketball.
1:47 left, 82-63 MSU. Trying to win their 7th straight in Bozeman against Portland State. Henderson goes to his right, still at the top. Gets down to the mid-post, picks up the dribble, throws back to Terry Miller. Puts it on the floor with 8 to shoot. Terry Miller inside, floats it up, rimming. No, Minot, the putback is good. Another timeout, Portland State. And they're going to play a little offense-defense here. Oh, no, they're bringing everybody in.
Yeah, hockey subs now.
Yeah. 90 seconds left. Bobcats up 82-65. And to get a 10th win in Big Sky play, to finally get that first winning conference season for this coaching staff and for Coach Logie in his 3rd year, that is a big, big number.
Yeah, it's a big thing. And when you just tally on the number of games lost to injury this year, it's even bigger. It's just so hard to overcome injuries in basketball. You don't have enough guys. You only got 11 guys that you think are going to play at the start of the year. You try and find a rotation of 8, and then all of a sudden you only have 7 healthy bodies. It's just so difficult to do. Just such kudos to Coach Logie and the staff for what they've accomplished thus far.
I mean, Davian Brown was a 2,000-point scorer in his career. Kevin Holden was a Conference Player of the Year at the Division II level, and Wonka Mbach is 6'10" and as athletic as they get, the Florida State transfer. And a timeout called by Jed Miller in the backcourt. And Pat McMahon is down today. He got hurt early in this game and has not returned. And Jeremiah Davis is battling a right ankle injury as well.
Yeah, Jeremiah Davis came out, gave the Bobcats the 8-0 run, but since that time, he hasn't even really been effective offensively. He hasn't contributed at all. So if you want to look at it that way, they're playing 6 guys right now and finding a way to get it done. Unbelievable.
Jed Miller, 23 points. Seth Almenrud, 22. Christian King with 13. Jeremiah Davis had 8. He was that early spark, as you mentioned. 2 points for Howie Keene. He's got 4 assists tonight. You can really see the way Howie Keene has finally grasped this offense. He's had it grasped for a while, but you just see how well he has commanded the way this ball is supposed to move. And even watching his body language coming out of that huddle, you can see how much he's got this thing locked down right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's gotten far more minutes than I think anticipated when this year began. But the fact that he has is just going to pay dividends to his career.
He's a true freshman. He's played 29 minutes tonight. Cats inbounded to Jed Miller, and he draws a quick foul. Tidor picks up his second. I don't think he was necessarily trying. It almost looked like he was trying to stop his momentum by grabbing at Miller's arm. See every pulse-pounding, buzzer-beating play in astounding detail with a patient experience that's second to none. Experienced doctors and advanced technology. Vance Thompson Vision is the official LASIK and cataract surgeon of the Bobcats. They're your home for laser vision correction. Learn more at VanceThompsonVision.com. So here's Jed Miller going to the line. The latest in a long string of great point guards. The front end of the 1-and-1 is no good. The Vikings have the ball from right to left, 82-65. MSU leads, 1:22 left in the game. Colt Ness, another true freshman, throws over to the left wing. Tidor spins into the lane, stripped by Miller out of bounds, and will stay with Portland State.
Good defensive effort there by Jed as Bobcats continue to battle here.
Lob into the left corner. Barron backing down, traveled. Jed Miller pulled the chair out from underneath, and the Bobcats forced the turnover.
15th turnover on the night. Portland State has had some trouble at times this year with turnovers, and Montana State's played that game for sure.
Into Howie Keene, then to Jed Miller. He races across the timeline. Jump pass over to Seth Almenrud as we tick to a minute left. They're pressing, pass moving around, ball moving around. Low pressure. Christian King near the half-court line with the dribble. Ness pestering him. Not fouling here. The Bobcats going to get this thing done. Christian King still standing with the dribble, 10 to shoot. Takes it over to the right wing, 8 with some pressure, lost it, recovers, now fight on the floor, and picked up by Portland State, thrown ahead in transition, and Ness lays it in. Cats quickly inbound, Jed Miller back to Howie Keene, and has it knocked out of his hands, out of bounds, staying with MSU.
Cats a little sloppy here, but kind of to be expected. You know, when you do your late game scenarios, you have your late game lineup out there, which includes Pat McMahon, Jeremiah Davis, and right now the Cats aren't playing him simply to protect Jeremiah Davis for Saturday, and we'll see where Pat McMahon is.
Jed Miller draws another foul. He will go to the line. Miller came in with 626 career points. 400 of those were from this season. Guy who played a prep year after high school before he came here to Montana State. Now in his fourth year, a true four-year senior. The guy didn't play much those first couple of years. Has become the absolute heart and soul of this Bobcat team this year. As the front end is good on the 1-and-1. And you can almost see the Frankenstein nature of his skill set with little Xavier Bishop, a little Darius Brown, a little Rob Ford. They sprinkle in some Jed Miller, and you get a heck of a season from a true senior. That free throw is good.
Yeah, 25 points tonight just epitomizes what he's done throughout conference play.
Ness into the lane. Kick out. Knocked free, recovered. Portland State with it. 19 seconds on the shot clock. Jumper up, rimming, and good. That one falling from Stewart. 20 seconds left. Bobcats up by 15. Jed Miller racing it across the timeline, and he can dribble it out. Bobcats get it done, and they find a way somehow to get this thing in their favor. 84-69. Montana State wins it. Bobcats go to 10-6. They will at least have a share of second place at night's end. And despite all of the injuries, a team that has been battled and beaten and bruised is unbroken, taking down the co-champs so far in Portland State, and they stay mathematically in the hunt for a share of the Big Sky title with 2 games left. What an emotional win for the Bobcats as Seth Almenrud and Jed Miller scored 22 and 25 points respectively. We'll take a break. Bobcats 84, Vikings 69. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Looking for the perfect place to fuel up before the game or celebrate a Bobcat win? Come on down to Rib and Chop House. We have locations in Bozeman, Billings, Butte, Great Falls, and Livingston, where premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs meet unmatched hospitality. Join us on Tuesday nights at 6:30 in Bozeman for great food and fanfare with the Cat Chat Coaches Show. Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching with friends, do it with flavor. Rib and Chop House, proud partner of Montana State. Go Cats!
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
At Intermountain Health, we believe life is a circle. May yours surround you with insight, a healthy perspective, trust, and reassurance. The belief that our differences aren't that different, and compassion just when you need it most. Life is a circle. May yours help you live the healthiest life possible. Intermountain Health.
The Northern Pulse Growers Association encourages industry professionals and growers of dry peas, chickpeas, lentils, and fava beans to become members in 2024. Members gain access to cutting-edge research, expert training, market insights, and connect with a Pulse-passionate community. Visit northernpulse.com to join the Northern Pulse Growers Association. Together, we're sowing the seeds of success.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up, pump it up.
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road, pump it up, oh yeah.
Here's to home. Here's to Northwest Crossing, where kids can be kids. And adults can also be kids. And new neighbors feel like old friends. Welcome to Bozeman, Montana's newest master planned community. Life here comes with nearby top-rated Bozeman schools, on-site eateries and retail, office space, parks, trails, and so much more, including new homes from the 500s to 800s, exclusively built by Williams Homes. Learn more at nwxbzn.com. nwxbzn.com.
Bobcat Basketball has been brought to you by DoorTech, raising the door on quality, Montana State University, Mountains and Mines, and by Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Live from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth, this is Bobcat Postgame.
Keaton Gillogly alongside Brian Priebe after somehow, someway, the Bobcats pulled a rabbit out of a hat again. They win 84-69 against the Portland State Vikings. They stay mathematically in the race for a co-conference championship, and they have assured themselves to stay in second place at night's end, depending on some of the other finals, which we'll get you here in a moment. But Brian, top line, as former coach yourself, help us put into context how difficult it is to start and stop with all of these different rotations and still get to 10-6 in Big Sky play with 2 games left.
Yeah, I mean, quite frankly, it's nearly impossible. You can't, you know, it's one thing if you're losing guys that are, 9, 10, 11 on your rotation, but every week, every other week, this team is losing a starter, a contributor, someone who's a double-digit scorer, and yet somebody steps up into that spot. And it just is hard to fathom, frankly, what has happened over the last 6 weeks and where they're at since Davian Brown's injury. It just is, it truly has me almost speechless.
3,346 tonight was the attendance. They were as vocal as they've been all year, and it really provided a phenomenal atmosphere for Jed Miller's penultimate game here at the Brick. We do have another game on Saturday, but the team is traveling after that game on Saturday, so bring that little extra juice against this Portland State squad. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll talk with Coach Logie in just a bit here, but the Bobcats get the win, 84-69 over Portland State. I see Jed Miller's dad hopping around right now. He is riding high with glee today, and you love to see that. We'll take a break. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Down pump, who pump it up, pump it up.
If you want variety, great prices, and sales, stop by your local Town Pump. Coors and Miller 18-pack cans and bottles, $18.99. Pump It Up members save an additional $2, only $16.99. Town Pump, convenient and right down the road.
Down pump, right down the road. Pump it up, oh yeah.
Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. outside the box for your complete branding solutions. Located in Bozeman, Montana, we offer a full print shop for banners, signs, wraps, trade show booths and graphics, promotional products, and much more. If you can think it, we can ink it. We are a proud supporter and corporate sponsor of the MSU Bobcats. Like us on Facebook to see some of our cat wraps. Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. and call us at 406-922-6462 or visit us on the web at inkoutside.com.
Qdoba Bozeman is a proud partner of the Montana State Bobcats. Make your winning play at Qdoba. Show your spirit with your own salad, quesadilla, bowl, burrito, or nachos, and all your favorite toppings. Score big and add free guac and queso to your entree anytime, any day. Hungry yet? Stop by Qdoba at 855 South 29th Avenue right after the game for the ultimate flavor MVP.
Town & Country Foods is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. As a locally owned company, we believe the benefit of buying local helps support the local economies in southwest Montana. Our stores offer great selections of items you need every day, including organics, specialty foods, fresh meats and produce, along with incredible selections from our bakery and deli departments. Town & Country Foods is 100% employee-owned and serves southwest Montana with 9 locations. Visit your local Town & Country Foods today. Go Cats!
Bobcats get the win today, 84-69 over Portland State. What a fight of a game this was, and Montana State gets it done. Let's go to our first Interstate Bank out-of-town scoreboard right now. Eastern Washington defeats Northern Colorado 82-72. So Eastern is 10-6. They have won 7 straight, and they end the 7-game winning streak of Northern Colorado. So the Bobcats needed this win to stay in a tie for second place, and they've got the tiebreaker. Well, they both have the same, but when you work your way down, Bobcats have the tiebreaker to be in position to hold that 2 seed right now. Still 2 games left to go, but I mean, you just can't overstate how important this game was, and Sac State will be just as important on Saturday.
Every bit as important. That, you know, with some uncertainty around Pat McMahon and where he'll be at come tournament time, that 2 seed just looms huge for this team.
So the Bobcats get the win. The other scores around the league tonight: Idaho beats Northern Arizona 78-58. Montana beats Sac State 81-73 with Mike Bibby and crew coming in next this Saturday. All right, let's see. I do not see Logie coming out. No, they are about to come out. So we're going to talk to Coach Logie here in just a second as the Bobcats get the win today, 84-69. 25 points for Jed Miller, 22 for Seth Almenrud today, 13 for Christian King. The Bobcats were only -5 on the glass, pretty good in that regard. 6 assists from Jed Miller as well as Montana State gets the win. On the other side, Terry Miller with 28 points tonight, 19 from Jalen Henderson, but that's really about it. Nobody else was able to go off in any way for this Portland State squad as Montana State gets their 10th win at long last in Big Sky play. So 16-13 overall, 10-6 in conference play. Portland State goes to 18-9, and they fall to 12-4 in conference action. So MSU getting the dub. They reward this senior class with a win. Pat McMahon in his career is 37-8 in Big Sky games at home throughout his career. Truly a miraculous number for Pat McMahon and Jed Miller and crew as well, as Bobcats will be home again on Saturday at 1 o'clock against Sacramento State. All right, Keaton Gillogly and Brian Priebe along with head coach Matt Logie. And Coach, you could feel the emotion of this game from the start, from the fans, from your players. To get this win for this senior class tonight, what are you feeling right now to get this thing done against Portland State?
Just overwhelmed by gratitude for these guys and this community, the fans, the way our players have continued to just battle through. I mean, that tonight was special. It was special, and these guys deserve all the praise, and they've just stuck to it and believed in each other and made each other better.
How big was the start? 8-0 by Jeremiah, 11-0 complete, force the timeout, get the crowd into it.
Yeah, got the building going right away, and we needed that. We only have so many bodies that can go on the court. So if we can get some juice from the people in the stands, that helps these guys power through. And boy, did they ever tonight! I mean, what a game by Seth Almenrud and Jed Miller, 18 assists as a group. We just, were able to spread the ball around and played with an attacking, confident mentality. Scored, 18 points in fast break points in the first half, I believe. It really allowed us to get out and build some confidence.
Yeah, was that part of the game plan? Because we talked about the fact that you played tempo. You got, after 5 minutes, you got 7 guys for the rest of the night, and you guys are playing a full bore attacking tempo.
It's who we are, and so we're just going to keep driving this thing with our foot on the gas until all the wheels fall off. But that's who we are. That's when we're at our best. And so why defend ourselves by playing a slower tempo? When these guys get stops like we did tonight, they're very, very dangerous in transition. So they give us timeouts. There's a lot of corporate sponsorship, things that we got to get done during a game, and we'll just take advantage of those rests.
When you look at Seth specifically, comes off the bench, obviously he has a pretty good idea probably when he checked in that he was going to have to contribute tonight. He was so aggressive early, 6 of 8 from 3 on the night, super efficient, big rebounds in traffic, all of it.
That one in the first half was way up there. No, we've been talking to him in some of our recent road trips, just, and being confident, for whatever reason, when he gets a couple blocks from his house, he's pretty darn confident. So we just got to figure out how to transition that to some of those road games. But, what a performance. Very efficient, stepped up, knocked shots down, got big rebounds, defended well.
Finally, any update on Pat?
No, I haven't talked to anybody yet.
All right. Coach, congratulations on the win. That was miraculous, and we get to do it again on Saturday.
Thanks. Go Cats.
All right. That's head coach Matt Logie. We're going to take a break. Back with more. Bobcats win it 84-69 over the Portland State Vikings. Your list of Bobcat basketball presented by Learfield.
See every play, every big win, every Cats moment with the clarity you deserve. At Vance Thompson Vision, our team specializes in LASIK and cataract surgery to help restore and improve your vision. Because when it comes to cheering for the Bobcats, you don't want to miss a thing. Vance Thompson Vision is proud to be the official LASIK and cataract provider of Montana State Bobcat Athletics. Learn more and book your consultation today at VanceThompsonVision.com.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation.
Groundworks, official foundation repair company of Montana State Athletics. Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
You are a Bobcat fan, and your seat matters. Section 108, right in the middle. And a perfect view of the fast break, alley-oop, and slam dunk. At Kendall Ford of Bozeman, we're a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Where you sit matters, as in the driver's seat. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great.
Quitting smoking, vaping, or chew isn't easy because nicotine is extremely addictive. Plus, everyone's different. What worked for me may not work for you. That's where Quit Now Montana comes in. And it's free. You get a quit coach and a custom quit plan tailored to you, including free nicotine replacement therapy, patches, gum, or lozenges. Bottom line, Quit Now Montana works. Time to make it work for you. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW or go to quitnowmontana.com to get started today. Montana Department of Public Health and Human Services.
Here's to home. Here's to Northwest Crossing, where kids can be kids, and adults can also be kids, and new neighbors feel like old friends. Welcome to Bozeman, Montana's newest master planned community. Life here comes with nearby, top-rated Bozeman schools, on-site eateries and retail, base parks, trails, and so much more, including new homes from the 500s to 800s, exclusively built by Williams Homes. Learn more at nwxbzn.com. nwxbzn.com.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
Montana State getting the win today, 84-69 over Portland State. A miraculous win for this Bobcat team. Again today, remains tied for second place with Eastern Washington holding the tiebreaker at the moment for that 2 seed with 2 games left to go. All right, this game had a lot of highlights, so let's go to our first Security Bank highlights of the game. We can take a listen to those right now. Slashing into the lane, stripped free, loose on the floor, picked up by Minot, tossed in the air, and knocked away. Jed Miller with the steal. Throws into the left corner for Jeremiah Davis. Measures out a 3. Book it. Jeremiah Davis with the left corner 3 ball, and Jed Miller with the theft and the assist. Seth Almanrud just checked in. He takes the inbounds pass and throws it up to the top for Jaden Stepp. He dials up a 3 ball. Got it! Jaden Stepp pouring it home from deep for a Wendy's 3 ball. And he stays hot. He's hit 4 of his last 6 from downtown. Back up to the top. Around to Kenzie. Down to the mid-post. Leans in. Got blocked. Jed Miller just blocked the 6'8 Keon Kenzie. Cats into the front court. Howie Keene. Slice and kick. King, the 3. It's good. Christian King pours it in from deep in the left corner. Almenrud reins it in from the left corner. The hometown sharpshooter, Seth Almenrud, has his third three of the night. 4 to shoot. Seth Almenrud again. Boom! Seth Almenrud lighting the fuse at the brick. Jed Miller works his way down underneath, goes to the rack, lays it. Good and one. Jed Miller soaking it all in on senior day early. And he lays it home. We'll go to the line and a chance of the three-point play. Haven't seen a ton of that out of Jed this year. McMahon kicks it out to Jed Miller in the right corner. He tries a three, and it's good. Jed Miller putting it home. He's got his first Wendy's three ball of the day. Henderson working out on the left wing. Had it knocked free from behind by Jed Miller, and the Bobcats pick it up on the carom. Almenrud into the front court. Throws down to the right corner. Miller is open. Boom! Jed Miller rising under the bright lights on senior night. Jed Miller gets it into Hodges. Handoff for Miller in the right corner. Looking for room. Now rises for three. Boom! Oh, yeah, Jed Miller pouring it home on the right side. The Cats lead by 17. Those were our first Security Bank highlights of the game tonight as Montana State wins it 84-69. All right. Do we have one more break to get to? I can't actually remember. I think we might have one more or not. Right now, Montana State wins it today 84-69. All right, Brian, let's go to our Intermountain Health Player of the Game. Who you got?
Seth Almenrud, 22 points off the bench when it was needed desperately with Pat McMahon down. 8 of 11 from the field, 6 of 8 from three, 4 boards, a couple, as we were saying earlier, in traffic. And I think that one rebound early inspired something in his teammates. They just saw a guy come in and make a play, and to go up and above this Portland State group to get a rebound is not something that happens every day.
No, absolutely not. All right, one more break, and then we'll look ahead as the Bobcats win it 84-69 over the Portland State Vikings. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Attention Bozeman, a sparkling new gem has arrived. Goldsmith Gallery Jewelers, your destination for extraordinary jewelry and exceptional service. Searching for the perfect engagement ring? Our vast selection includes pieces from top designers with stunning diamonds from a half carat to sky's the limit. And don't forget our anything promise. Purchase your rings from Goldsmith Gallery Jewelers, and if anything happens to them, we'll replace them, no questions asked. Goldsmith Gallery Jewelers, where Montana gets engaged. Open in Bozeman across from Gallatin Valley Mall.
Qdoba Bozeman is a proud partner of the Montana State Bobcats. Make your winning play at Qdoba. Show your spirit with your own salad, quesadilla, bowl, burrito, or nachos, and all your favorite toppings. Score big and add free guac and queso to your entree anytime, any day. Hungry yet? Stop by Qdoba at 855 South 29th Avenue right after the game for the ultimate flavor MVP.
Town & Country Foods is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. As a locally owned company, we believe the benefit of buying local helps support the local economies in southwest Montana. Our stores offer great selections of items you need every day, including organics, specialty foods, fresh meats and produce, along with incredible selections from our bakery and deli departments. Town & Country Foods is 100% employee-owned and serves southwest Montana with 9 locations. Visit your local Town & Country Foods today. Go Cats!
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky Country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
Keaton, Gillogly, and Brian Priebe back one final time as the Bobcats get a hard-fought 84-69 win. And looking ahead, presented by Vance Thompson Vision, the official LASIK and cataract surgeon of the Montana State Bobcats. Sac State is here. Bobcats looking for some more revenge. Mike Bibby is the head coach for Sacramento State. That's a 1 o'clock start. We'll be on the air at 12:30 if you can't make it. So another colossal game. We'll see how the Bobcats match up against the Hornets again.
It's such a huge game that if Shaq shows up as the GM of Sac State, he could show up and it would be bigger than him.
Yeah. It certainly feels that way out here in Bozeman right now. And, Brian, for us, our final game together this season as well.
Yeah, 14th year in the books for me, and Is there a fourth or fifth?
This is my fourth.
Fourth. There you go.
My senior year. But that doesn't mean I'm leaving.
But you can always be a fifth-year senior. Maybe you redshirt somewhere in there.
Who knows? Well, hey, Montana Grizzlies have a ninth-year linebacker, so.
Yeah, no kidding. What's that make me? 14?
It just makes you an institution.
Oh.
Yeah, you're just an institution here now, Brian.
Got it.
It's a very specific subset of people.
There we go.
There we go. I like it. All right, go flip over to the women. Daniel Sally is on the call right now, and they are in a dogfight in the Rose City. They're down 39-35 with 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the third quarter. So go flip over to Daniel Sally now as we wrap it up. Thank you to Coach Logie for his time before and after the game. Kelly Freeman has been our producer tonight. For my broadcast partner, Brian Priebe, I'm Keaton Gillogly saying so long as the Bobcats get the win. The final score for a final time tonight, Montana State wins at 84-69 over the Portland State Vikings. You've been listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Bobcat Basketball has been brought to you by Town Pump Food Stores, proud sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild Series, and by First Interstate Bank, built for you. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation of the Bobcats Sports Network.